Raider Nation, what's going on? It's Mitchell Renz here, host of the Raiders Report. Hopefully everybody had an amazing 4th of July. I don't know about y'all. I'm ready to get a little bit weird and wild today. I know that the last time you saw me on Tuesday, I was really sick. I know I might sound terrible, but I'm going to tell you this, I do feel really good. I will say, though, Chuggs, on the other hand, he might be the one that's a little bit of a sicky poo on today's stream, but we're still going to be bringing you the energy, and it is FKC Day. I know that when this game is actually going to be going down in the regular season, Week 13, Black Friday game, this is going to be the game that's going to take us back to the Christmas game where the Raiders took down the Kansas City Chiefs, and a lot of fun topics as well on today's stream. So I know that yesterday was 4th of July. I also know that yesterday was Al Davis's birthday. He would have been 95 years old, so shout out to the GOAT and Al. But coming up here on today's show, I saw something from Sports Illustrated that said that Aidan O'COnnell deserves to start Week 1. I'm going to give my 2 cents and just kind of break down all of the thoughts around, does Aidan deserve to start Week 1? Should this be a Gardner Minshew thing? So we'll get into this story here. Then a report from Vic Tafur, which indicates that he wouldn't be surprised if the Raiders went out and signed a running back. I kind of broke it all down last time I was live, which was on Tuesday. But then I had a few extra people ask me, well, Mitch, which running backs would you legitimately target? So we're going to talk about the top 5 backs if the Raiders do actually want to add a back, according to Vic Tafur, that who you could consider. Then we'll get into our Raiders-Chiefs Week 13 sim. It's Friday. It's Friday happy hour. And quite frankly, our next 2 days are going to be off, Saturday and Sunday. It was really cool to be able to hang out with Alex's family. I got a fun little pool day also with Chuck yesterday. Coming back to work Friday is kind of weird, but it's also nice because I know that I'm going to have the next 2 days off. So if y'all want to get your weekend started the right way, there's 2 things I need you to do. 1, I want to get 1,000 FKCs in this chat right now. I know that we got 165 people here tuned into the Raiders Report. Some people might not even know that we were going to be live today. I told everyone on Tuesday that we were going to be back. We're going to be ready to go. I'm rocking the Cameron Abbott jersey. I just sent a message into Mount Raider Moore, and I'm ready to get wet and wild today here on the show. What up, Venthrak? What up, Sienna? What up, Raider Mock, Matt Zalesbo, Yoda Jenkins, Caleb, Day, King Shab. I hope all of y'all had an amazing 4th of July. What up, Joseph, Kyle, Taino's here in the building. Taino, this belt, man, every time I see it, it blows my mind. Raymond Castillo, Yoda, Jacob Sir, Josh Childs, Juan Hernandez, Chelsea. Appreciate all of y'all pulling up here to the show. So I got a question because this is going to be something that I am going to answer. And, again, we ask a lot of questions here because sometimes you get audience members that are new. We've been getting a lot of new subs. We also have some of our returning audience members. But does Aidan O'COnnell deserve to start Week 1 for the Las Vegas Raiders? The reason why I'm doing this show is because, again, I saw Sports Illustrated said Aidan O'COnnell deserves to start Week 1. He deserves to have a mulligan up against the Chargers. Give me a yes. Give me a no on what you think around this topic here. King Shop says yes. Sienna says yes. Rebel Montana says yes. Dinah, Chelsea, Jason, a lot of yeses right now. Matt says no. We see Terry Nelson says yes. Day, gonna go with the no. YC Mac, yes. Taino, FKC, can't get it right, yes. Again, this is a very split question, I think, amongst the nation just because of Aidan was the quarterback for a little bit last season, finished it off with Antonio Pierce coming back for another year. The Raiders added Gardner Minshew, but this is still going to be a little bit of a quarterback battle, if you will. Dan says yes. I'm excited to do this show because I think what this one's going to do is really get some people intrigued here a little bit, get a little understanding of where I'm at necessarily. On top of that, for Black Friday, when you guys think of Black Friday, what do you think of? So when I was a kid growing up, now this is back in like my Danville, shout out to the 570 days, but we would always have Thanksgiving, dinner. We'd have a bunch of games. We used to do this thing in my family, the Renz family, called the Turkey Bowl, where my Uncle Steve, he would cut his grass in his backyard, and his yard was big enough where we could put we would do 50-yard lines worth of a football field. And my grandmother and my grandfather, they would keep score. They would be the refs, and we would play a whole game. And then that night, my Uncle Wayne, every single night, right before Black Friday, he'd get ready to go buy a TV. So Tuesday, Chuggs and I were like, all right, we were talking about buying a TV. I was talking to Rebel on Wednesday on our Zoom call about buying a TV as well. And I was like, you know what? We're going to do a TV raffle today. So I will be honest with y'all. Chuggs and I haven't decided on how big the TV is going to be. I'll say this. It's at least 42 inches. And the reason why I'm going to say at least 42 inches is because I'm not going to be able to put the order in for the TV now because the people that put in the orders at Chat Sports aren't here today because yesterday was 4th of July. So the order probably won't go through until Wednesday next week. But if you want a chance to win a TV, Black Friday game here, Raiders, Chiefs, little action, all you got to do to enter to win one, $5 super chat. Like I said, it's going to be at least a smart TV, so that way you guys can, when you get it, whoever ends up winning it can still watch the Raiders report. You can put it up on TV. It's going to be a good TV, I guess is my point. I just don't want to sit up here and say, this is the one, and then come Wednesday when we go put in the order, it's like, shit, that TV's gone now. Every 100 likes, we're going to do a wheel spin. If you want $10 FKC cheers, every hundo is a bang, and we're going to do a special bang deal today. First bang equals 1, second bang equals 2, third bang equals 3. If you bang 5 times, if you hit the gong, 15 bangs for our July bang competition. Every 250 that we make here on today's show, Chuggs and I got to do some left-handed competitions. So, just saying, should be a fun day. Also, you know who's ready to get this thing going? You better not leave him hanging. If Lord Cameron Abbott's the only person that bangs today, I'm going to be really upset. Lord Cameron Abbott! Bang! What's up, LCA? Gotta rep the jersey. If you're the MVP on a day that I'm doing a Madden stream, I'm wearing your jersey the entire show. Shout out to the newest member of Mount Raidermore, Lord Cameron Abbott, for getting this thing ready. If you want a shout out here on the show, spam LCA, and maybe, Chuggs, can you give a few shout outs to some of the LCAs coming in? You might not see so much of what you usually see at Chuggs. He's me on Tuesday.
Yeah.
I was the one. I might have got you sick, probably. I don't know. There's a chance. But Chuggs is a little under the weather today. But you know what? You got to give Chuggs his flowers too, because again, I can't do this show if Chuggs decides not to come in, because then I got to ask somebody else here at the studio to do it. So he put on his big boy pants. He muscled up today for the nation, so all I ask you guys to do is show love to Chuggs today, man.
Let's go.
Show some love to Chuggs today. Cameron, this is going to be a battle today, man. In fact, I'm challenging y'all. To take me down today. I'm ready to go. I don't think you can do it.
Okay, Chelsea. I see King Shav. I see Raider Nation. Can't get right. Noah Santana. Yoda Jenkins. Jake Serb. Sienna, Ryan, Chelsea, oh, wow. Oh, Vinthrak, Taino, Vincenzo, Dan. Let's see. I see Ty. All repping with us.
I'm not going to lie, that one hurt. That one felt good. Oh, shit. Vinthrak! Bang! You know what? I got the Hellcat Q, Killer Cruisin', LA Crash Dog. Shout out to all our vets. I got the Freedom Funnel today. It's the Chiefs game day. FKC, 4th of July. I got to get one for Al. I got to get an Al Davis. I got to get like an Al Davis, like 4th of July beer bong. Just that way it all ties in together. I'm telling you what, today's going to get rowdy. Big respect to Lord Cameron Abbott getting on that mountain LFG. Venthrak, I'm just saying, man, you're not far away. Oh, man. How we feeling today, nation? Venthrak's ready to go. Looks like LCA's ready to go. My question is everybody else, bless you, ready to go today? And I'm just going to warn you guys ahead of time. I'm going to say today combined, Jeremy and I have sneezed. I'm not even kidding you. It's got to be close to 100 times. So at any point, if Jeremy and I sneeze today, you guys got to take a drink.
A nose in need needs puffs indeed.
What in the Martin was that? That was a Martin read if I've ever heard one. Benthrak, what is up, my man? Getting on the board today for a bang. So right now, LCA and Venthrak tied for our bang MVP race. But reminder today, every bang, it stacks. So if you're in the July battle, today could be a good day for you.
They're also the only people in for the TV.
They are the only people in right now for the TV. It's funny. On Wednesday, I worked from home Wednesday because I was really, really sick on Wednesday. And I was putting in like some of our orders for our shipping department to be able to send out some stuff. And I sent in like 3 or 4 different things for LCA. And I was like, holy shit, he's got a lot of stuff. But you know what? That's what happens when you just become Mount Raider more. Noah Santana! Bang! Guess I can bang with y'all for the one time. Noah Santana. Noah, I hope that you're okay with this. I was talking about you to my fiance Alex's mom the other day. So when I got to the 4th of July party, if you will, yesterday at Alex's sister's pool, one of her cousins, I believe, was like, why are you rocking a mustache all of a sudden? Because they've really only ever seen me with a beard. So I was like, yeah, you know what? I had to be able to pull off a mustache. We got this guy on YouTube. His name's Noah Santana. He's got a pretty legit stash. Alex is like, oh, so you don't do it for me, but if Noah asks you to rock a mustache, you do it. And yeah, that's kind of how it goes. Noah, I got to keep up, man. I got to keep up with a stash like that. Shout out to all of y'all, and reminder, these are the deals for today. Every time we get to 100 likes, we're going to spin that wheel, which we're getting pretty damn close to spinning it. Oh! See! Raider! Bang! OC, I'm feeling good, man. I might sound congested. And you're going to hear me sneeze probably a few times here on today's show. But you know what? I actually feel really good. Like, my body is sore. I went for a jog on, my days are like bleeding together, Thursday. Chuck and I played in the pool probably for 8 hours so much. Chuck went to bed at like 5 o'clock yesterday in the afternoon. Woke up at 10, ate dinner, went back to sleep. Like, that's how tired he was, which he never does that. I'm good, though. I'm iced up. I'm ready to go. I know we got that one super chat right when Caleb sent it in, so Chuggs, if you could go back to the Caleb one, that would be much obliged. And, you know, if you don't know the score deal by now, you guys should already know the score deal now. Get your score predictions in, man. Get your score predictions in.
Caleb bought tickets for Vegas at KC in Arrowhead. Who's coming? Anybody going to that Chiefs-Raiders game in Arrowhead?
I mean,
if so, Caleb
that's got to
be
a dope game to go to. That's got to be one of the top 10 games that you guys got to try to go out to. Right now, what I know is this. I'm going to be in North Carolina. Chuggs and I are going to be in North Carolina. We're going to be chilling with the there's a North Carolina Raider group. I don't have all the details yet, but if anybody lives near like Raleigh, North Carolina, and that type of area, Chuggs and I are going to be there September 7th and 8th. That's where we're going to do a watch party live from North Carolina for week 1. I believe I want to say that's the right date. I don't have all the logistics nailed down yet. Yep, so we'll be there September 7th and September 8th. So if you're like, you know what, I can make a drive to Raleigh, North Carolina, I'm just saying, put it in your docket now, put it in the back of your memory. I'll probably have more information next week, and then I'll have even more information the week after that when we get a little bit closer to training camp. But if you live close enough to Raleigh, or you're like, you know what, I'll make the trip. You want to hang out with Chuggs and I that Saturday before the week 1 game against the Chargers, and then if you want to party with us in person for like a live watch party experience, we're going to be in like the Raleigh, North Carolina area. It's not the exact city, but it's right next to it. All right, we got a game today. Raiders, Chiefs, score predictions. Chuggs, I'm a little bit nervous about this game just because it's Kansas City. It's Black Friday. Big time ball game.
Snow game.
Oh, I didn't know if you were going to do it, and you did it. We're going to go snow game.
Of course.
Okay. Though I kind of like the idea of the Raiders wearing the whites in a snow game. I feel like it gives you an advantage.
A little bit.
Though being in a snow atmosphere right now, you think your body could handle it?
Yeah.
Yeah, you think?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, hey, better man than me. Sienna says Black Friday. It is a Black Friday game. That's why if you want a chance to win a TV, we're giving away a TV today, okay? $5 super chat, you're entered to win. I mean, that's all you got to do, okay? $5 super chat, you're in. Or we're also going to do a duck race, $20 Venmo. If you want to get in the duck race and you want a chance to win TV, $25 Venmo at Mitchell Renz 365. Venthrak, gang showing up today. Score prediction 24-21. This is a good score prediction. This, especially in a snow game. Knowing that it's a snow game now, Venthrak, does that change your mentality on your score? Because, I mean, it would in real life. Like, if you told me Chiefs-Raiders, I'd usually go with a higher scoring game just because I know what the Raiders did last year to beat Kansas City. Call me crazy, but if you told me again that Aidan O'COnnell doesn't complete a pass or Gardner Minshew doesn't complete a pass for 3 quarters, I'm not going to sit up here and say that we're going to win that game. But in the snow, the score for me would go down a little bit.
Yeah, I can see it.
24-21.
Gardner Minshew starting today, maybe not the best move. Aidan O'COnnell undefeated in Arrowhead.
Yeah, it's amazing. That game, there was actually times where I thought, and tell me if you guys like this idea. Give me a Y for yes or an N for no. I had a member who's like a long time watcher of the show. They asked me a question of, Mitch, really enjoy your Madden streams. Like, we think they're fun, it's a good time. But what if, like, I don't know, next offseason, because we won't have time to do it this offseason, we'll still do Madden, but, like, also, what if we did some of, like, the really old Raiders games where we did, like, a watch party for, I don't know, the 1983 Super Bowl, or we redid the watch party for the Christmas game again. I don't know. Like an old Raiders game, like a legendary Raiders game, like the game where the Raiders beat the Chiefs and like 31-30 not even a few years ago, 2015, 2016, back in Arrowhead, whenever the hell that was. Like if we took like some of the greatest Raiders games ever and we just replayed them and then we did a watch party for those games. Like, yeah, we know the outcome, but I think it'd be kind of fun. Because for me, like being a new Raider fan, I'm not afraid to admit it, I don't remember a lot of those old school games, but like the games since 2019, I can sit back and I can remember so many fine details of all those games. I don't know. I think it would be like Jake Serb goes to the post. There's a lot of Raider fans that don't know that game entirely just because, we weren't around. So you get that game. Could we like relive it? I don't know. I think it'd be a fun thing to at least try. What up, Yoda? 28-24 Raiders. Glad you're feeling better. Dude, me too. I started to feel it Monday. And, I started to feel sick Monday. And how crazy our show was on Monday probably did not help. Tuesday, I came into work and I was like, dude, I am on the struggle bus. I got to give Chuggs a lot of credit on Tuesday. He was helping power me through. And now today, I feel like I'm like, all right, man, Chuggs is definitely the one who's hurting a little bit. So I'm telling you, we feed off of y'all's energy. So if you want us to keep these, like, the high spirits, keep the energy flowing, I want to see it from y'all. I want to see some questions. I want to see everybody, and I don't usually say this, but I want to see every person on today's show send in a $5 super chat, get a question in. Here's what you should do. You should get a question in. You should put a score prediction in, okay? That way, then you're also entered in for a TV. And then if your score prediction's right, it ends up being a beer bong. I mean, that's a 3-for-1er right there. 28-24 Raiders. Oh, Yoda, my guy. What up, Lord Cameron Abbott? 31-28 Raiders. Let's go. And a big old FKC. Cameron told me that he's getting ready right now because it's so hot, which I've been seeing all around super, super hot. Venthrak, was it you saying it's like 110 degrees right now in Maryland? But Cameron told me that he's getting ready to go like river rafting, or it's like where you just like sit like in your raft, you float down a river and you're just like drinking beers. I shouldn't say when I was a kid old enough to drink, I would like float down the Susquehanna River, which is the biggest river in Pennsylvania, and we would drive up to a town called Bloomsburg, and you would float down, and it would take like 3 to 4 hours. I'm not kidding you. It's like probably one of the most relaxing things ever. You don't do anything. You just float down, you got a cooler, and you're just having a good time. What up, Mo? I'm ready for a signing. Mo, you, me, Chuggs, I think the entire nation at this point is excited for something. And I think one of the things was, and maybe it's partly my blame too, I think we all assumed as soon as the Raiders got that $24.1 million from Jimmy Garoppolo that this team was going to do something, and the fact that they really haven't done anything, it's kind of put us like in this limbo of, oh my God, like what the hell's going on? But I will say also, like, don't hit the panic button. It is very similar to what happened, I think, last offseason with Marcus Peters, and for a lot of these vets, they want to keep their options open, and you're going to see a lot of these vets probably sign a week leading up to training camp. I'm still a believer that there's going to get a deal that ends up getting done. What up, Rebel? New pick, Rebel, man. I love it. I'm actually, Reb, I'm super happy you did this, because one of my favorite things about the Zoom calls that we do, and for those that don't know, we do a Zoom call every single Wednesday, and it's with certain members here that want to get in for the Zoom call, blah, blah, blah. But anyway, the amount of times that people are like, oh, shit, like, that's Rebel. Or like, oh, shit, like, that's David Zahn. Or like, oh, like, that's, LA Crash Dog. It's cool to actually be able to put a face to something. And I respect that you were able to keep, the Evie in there. Put Marianne instead of my name for the TV raffle. Even though she's a Titans fan, she's a Raiders fan when she's drunk. Reb, just because you're an OG, and Rebel and I'll say this, Rebel was the only one that showed up for our Zoom call. We had a few other people get the time wrong, which I don't know how when the Zoom call has the time in there. It's besides the point. I'll say this, Reb. I'm going to put your name in, and I'm going to put Marianne's name in. I'll cover Rebel's side. Should be easy enough to do. Rebel, you're in. And then we'll also put in another one here for Marianne, Marianne has her own jersey as well, Reb. Shout out to you, bro. Oh, God. Noah Santana! Bang! I just stopped watching the Portugal game because I want to be here if they don't make you guys want to subscribe. Like the video, straight up, come to have a good time. I don't know what the Raiders, PS. Alex, you're welcome. Yeah, Alex, little sniffies. You got some sniffles going on. Here's the thing. Alex is off today, and Alex and her mom, they dropped me off at work today. They went to go do a workout, and they had themselves a little lunch, I guess, get together. Maybe some drinks were flowing. I just know this. I think when I get home today, I was probably going to have to play catch up a little bit. I don't know if I'm going to have to play catch up anymore. Noah Santana, the best stash in the game. The best stash in the game. I'm feeling pretty good. I'm feeling pretty good right now. Oh, man. You could taste the freedom in it. You could taste the freedom. God family, Raiders for life. That also means, though, Noah Santana is the MVP so far today. So Noah Santana, so far the MVP today. 2 bangs. And also he's got now 3 in total for our July bang counter. I believe that's the correct number. We got Akilla Witherspoon, cornerback, 53 tackles, 17 PBUs, 3 INTs, 17 games started at only $1 million for the Rams, was their best cornerback. Cheap corner starter for the Raiders. Why not? I've actually brought up the name Ahkello Witherspoon a few times on this show. The only reason why, I'll say this. If you're the Raiders, okay, and if you want to add Witherspoon, I could see them doing it based on what they've been looking for cornerbacks this offseason. They've been looking for, like, longer, lanky corners, and they drafted DeCamerion Richardson. MJ Devonshire's not as tall, but again, long, lanky, athletic. Witherspoon does have some of those ties as well. Gerald Alexander was the old Pittsburgh Steelers coach, like safeties coach, so there's like a little bit of overlap there, I believe, from when those two were together. On top of that, though, Witherspoon's been linked, but like if the Raiders signed a corner, okay, and this has nothing to do with Witherspoon, if the Raiders go out and they sign him first, I'm going to sit up here and go, why Witherspoon and not Stephon Gilmore? Why not Xavier Howard? Why not Adoree Jackson? And I think Jackson and Witherspoon are probably like in that same tier of talent-wise. Just I'm going to go with Jackson because of his connections with Patrick Graham a little bit more. Now, like if the Raiders use that $34.1 million and they go out and give a bunch of contract extensions to Malcolm Kuntz, Nate Hobbs, Robert Spillane, Trevon Merrick, and then you want to add in Ahkello Witherspoon because that's the money you have left over, I'm okay with it. I want to see how they allocate their money, and then, you kind of go from there. I want them to get Stephon Gilmore, though. What's up, man? Another one? Are you shitting me, Noah? Are you shitting me, Noah? Noah Santana! Bang! Santana Suave! Oh, man. I'll tell you this, though. Noah's taking advantage of this deal because right now Noah is tied for our July Bang race. He's tied with Ira Jackson, Lord Cameron Abbott. We got a three-way tie for our July Bang counter. Noah Santana is getting this thing rocking and a rolling, and I'm already getting close to having to take a leak. This is going to be something. No way. Even Ira's got a new picture now. I'm going to be honest. I have no idea what that is. Ira, what is that? I got to get closer. I'm going to be honest with you, Ira. I have absolutely no idea what that is. Is it flames? From your standpoint, I can't even give you a guess of what that is.
It's Iron Maiden.
Who?
Iron Maiden. It's a rock band.
Oh, the rock. You know what? Based off of my few conversations recently with Mount Raidermore, this makes sense. You're right, though. I was on a call with them, I think it was Monday night, and I'm there in the call, and all I can remember is Brandon Jasper because Zahn and Cameron were not well. Let's just put it like that. And Brandon goes, all right, top 5 favorite guitarists of all time. And I'm like, yeah, I'm in the wrong one. I'm in the wrong chat right now. Noah, for balling out, man. All right. Chuggs, this is what we're going to do. Mitch has Aquavision. There's sometimes I have Aquavision. I feel like with the mustache, I can kind of get away with it a little bit easier. Other times, maybe not so much. All right, so what? Yep. All right, I'm in. All right, so Chugg said this. Since Noah just banged for the 3rd time today, there's 2 things that you could do. 1, spam FKC. 2, spam Noah Santana. Whoever spams FKC and Noah Santana the most here in the next 60 seconds, you're going to be in for a free entry to win a TV. I got a burp, and I mean a lot. A lot of burping. Also, reminder, if anybody wants a chance to get in to win some money today, $20 Venmo at Mitchell Renz 365 50-50 raffle, 20 to get in if you want a chance to get in. Now, if you also want a chance to win the TV and to win some money, $25 Venmo at Mitchell Renz 365. Can you put Jason Gutierrez in for me, Chuggs? Jason Goots is in, and then also LCA, my good friend, is in. Charles, you are in. Right now, as it stands, we only got 3 people in this duck race. Totally okay. Noah Santana, who's just going wild today, he's in. I love it. Dude, today's going to be a fun show. Today's going to be a fun show. So we do have 2 segments on tap for all of y'all before we get into this Chiefs stream. I'm telling you right now, the 2 segments that we got coming in are fun. They're fun. Also, Chuggs, can you put in Justin Avgin for the TV giveaway? Appreciate it. Also, if you could... Oh, boy. Would you get upset if I took a pee before this next segment? Or first segment? So, again, y'all, bear with Chuggs. He's a little sicky guy today. The real question is, I was going to say, I don't know who was in here last. They got all your graphics messed up. Only one guess. Did they leave the stream key in? Who spammed FKC the most? Did you pick a winner? Scott Matz. We put in all the comments into our system, and we were told Scott Matz had the most FKCs. So, Scott, you got the free entry to win the TV. Scott, all I'm going to say is this, though. If you do end up winning, and to anybody that ends up winning, the 2 ways that you're going to be able to claim your prize, either A, is you follow Jeremy on Twitter, at Jeremy Chuggs, and as soon as you win, you got to DM him, okay? You got to DM. It's the easiest way for us to track you down. Or you Venmo me $1 at Mitchell Renz 365. That way I can get your shipping address, all your information, and that way I can get the info for the TV, and I can send you the $1 back. All right, I'm going to go take a quick leak, and I'll be right back. The rules are not rules, and I say that because I'm not doing shots. I'm okay drinking Happy Dads. I don't really want to get into hard liquor because of how sick I've been. So the rule is this. Every $5 super chat that comes in while I'm gone, you're entered in for a chance to win a TV, and I'm going to take a sip of my Happy Dad. Deal? Sounds good.
All right. Here we go. Brandon Jasper says, we also talked about the P stash, Mitch, and love the new pick, Ira. Win 17-10. That's the prediction for Chiefs Raiders today. Madden week 13. How are we feeling? Let's see. I think we have some hashtag Raiders. Let's see. Matt Marinovich. Minshew has 5 years experience, has better stats than Trevor Lawrence, and almost took a depleted Colts to the playoffs. Why not sit Aidan and give him time to learn the NFL game? Well, this offseason, Matt, we've been saying we think it's going to be Minshew to start this year. It seems like it'll be, but if Aidan looks better, if Aidan can beat him out in camp, you want to have Aidan be your starter. He's on a rookie deal. He's cheap. And he's somebody your team drafted. But I agree with you. I think Minshew is very underrated and can definitely prove some people wrong this season. Sienna, put me in for the TV, please. Feel better soon, Chuggs and Mitch. Sienna, appreciate it. Also, I like the new picture too. Sunflowers. It was the doggo before. I remember that. Jake Serb, which is faster, hot or cold? Hot. You can catch a cold. Facts.
I mean, that's a good one.
One shot. Thing is, I literally did that 40 minutes ago.
Oh, dude. I mean, my dad, when I was a kid, was the biggest supporter of Vic's Vapor Rub. And then I met Alex and her family, and there's like a comedy thing that what's his name? The guy who says I'm not fat, I'm fluffy. Why is his name escaping me right
Gabriel
now?
Iglesias.
Yeah, holy shit. He does like a skit where it's like Mexican people and they love Vicks Vapor Rub. So as soon as I get to the house yesterday or Wednesday night, Alex's mom is like, are you sick? And I'm like, yeah, I'm definitely not feeling great, but I'm feeling a lot better now. And she's like, do you have Vicks? And I had Vicks in my backpack, which I have Vicks in my backpack now because I was like, Chuggs, if you need some, like, use it. And literally she's like, oh, well, if you need me to, like, I can, like, rub it on your back. And, like, Alex was serious where she's like, oh, I can rub it on your feet and like, put socks on. I was like, that I've never heard of.
Yeah.
Where
Oh, dude, it's big.
I could not believe. You would think that, I feel like Vicks Vapor Rub, and I'm just basing this off of my fiance's family, and maybe this is the Mexican culture. It was like, Vicks Vapor Rub can cure anything. Like, anything. It's unbelievable what Vicks Vapor Rub can do for you, man. It's crazy. Raider Nation, Mitch, I'm not going to sip it up. 24-17 Raiders. How many do I owe? I owe 1, 2, that looks like 3. That looks like 3 of them. So I got wild cherry. I got some pineapple. I'll take 3 down the hatch here. Though I have a feeling I'm going to owe some more. Justin Avgin! Bang! Mount Raider more. Justin Avgin. Are you kidding me, man? What's up, Avgin? It's good to see you, brother. Hope all is well. I say this. There's been a few times on this show where people have just done some wild and crazy shit. If you didn't see what Avgin did in December and in January, I don't know if I've ever seen anybody bang as much as what Avgin did in that 2-month span. It was crazy, dude.
I don't know. There was there's a new Netflix documentary about a guy who has 1,000 kids. So,
dude, I want to watch it. I kind of want to watch it.
Which, also though, I'm on the fence about because they're like, this dude's awful, he's horrible, whatever.
Frankie, sir, you're in. See, I had this conversation with this. I'm actually curious of what you're going to say. You say your part, and then I'll say what I was going to say.
They made him out to kind of be like an awful villain, like, which definitely an egotistical guy, definitely like, not the best thing. But all these people were coming to him being like, we love your like features. Like, he had long blonde hair, blue eyes, and was like an artist or whatever. And all these people were basically asking him for his sperm for whatever, people who couldn't have babies. And he just made it a side hustle and was selling it, and literally had like 500 people who bought sperm from him.
So
and the only thing, the thing he lied about was like how many people he had been like selling to.
Correct. Now, I'll say this. I actually did not get approved, but I mean, I'm not going to lie to y'all. There was a time for me when I was trying to be a full-time content creator before I worked at Chat Sports. Money's not an easy thing. Like, being a content creator in the beginning is probably one of the most challenging things I've ever had to do. And I signed up for things when I used to live in Boston that, kind of was mind-blowing. One of them was, to donate sperm. And I was not picked, so, like, I never had the opportunity to do it. Now, looking back on it, I'm kind of glad that I wasn't picked for it. Could have used the money then, but I think my point was, I know somebody who is infertile, and she literally was like, she got mad at the documentary because it's looked at as like, which he did lie about it, but on the other hand, it's like he is able to give you what you want.
Yeah.
So like, and I don't want to get into all the ins and outs. I actually haven't watched this show yet. We were just watching like first episode, kind of getting into it a little bit. And I want to see it.
And that's what I thought too. I was like, at the end of the day, you got the end result you wanted. You got a kid.
Yeah. Hey.
But it's like,
yeah, I hear you.
I guess they're mad because it's like they felt less special of like,
because he's got it. Which I don't even feel necessarily bad for the parents. I feel more bad for the kids. What?
People in the comments, oh, ski, motherfucker.
Which, yeah, dude, it was wild stuff. Well, I'll say this. I want to get into this very, very first segment, and it's around Aidan O'COnnell, okay? Then I'm ready to blow the doors off this place. I'm ready to get, you know what, Chuggs, how about this? If you guys are okay with this, I want to run through these two segments. I want to do them back to back. I want to go into the one segment, do it. Second segment, do it. And then I want to get crazy for Raiders Chiefs. Are you guys okay with that? Because I got to slow down a little bit. I'm not going to lie, feeling it a little bit. And I want to be able to I'm allowed to be crazy for Madden. The bosses are like, you know what, we still want you to be able to do your segments and be respectable, be normal. Me and my boy going to week 1 for the baby Bolts. Wish us luck. We hate them the most, so might scrap out there for the nation. F the Bolts. Well, I will say this. I'm not a fighter, and I'm not somebody that condones fighting in general. But you do you.
You're in for the TV.
You are in for the TV. Yeah, I get it. I know, like...
People are asking you to check your phone, I guess?
I know. It's going to get wild. It's going to get wild. My thing is this. Something happened on my phone, okay? And it's from Lord Cameron Abbott. And it's going to blow the roof off this joint. My deal is this. I'm going to tell y'all what LCA did, but I want to do it after these two segments, and then we're going to get our drinking pants really on. It's going to get weird. Do you want it to be kind of weird now or really effing weird after two segments? You guys let me know. Kind of weird now, really effing weird after these two segments. Because if I tell you what he did, it's only going to be kind of weird because I got to make it through these two segments. Cameron says sounds good. Cameron's also floating down a river right now, sipping on some drinks. LC, I hope you're feeling better, man. He told me that he's been dealing with some migraines recently, which luckily for me, I've never really had to deal with. I've had headaches. Migraines? Yeah. Totally different world.
Sorry for your grains.
Well, they're his.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They're not mine.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Migraines. Okay. LCA, also, you are going to be in, again, for the duck race with a bunch of other people. Right now, $20 Venmo. You have a chance to win $70 here on the Raiders Report. And you know what? I'm going to add an extra $100. I'm going to add an extra $100 to the duck race. So if you want to get in, you want a chance to win some money, it would be now $20 to get in for a chance to win $170 here on the Raiders Report. We're going to do two segments. Then we're going to get into our Chiefs Week 13 sim, and then we're blowing the joint off of this thing with Cameron Abbott. You ready? Chuggs is ready, which he's powering through, man. He's I will say this. I feel like since we've started doing the show, I feel like we got all the sneezes out. You sneezed already? Yeah, see, I don't even remember it. Okay, here we go. Let me get to my right spot, and you guys ready? Let's get some LCAs down in the chat for getting this show wilded out. All right, Madden Sim. Whew, here we go. Sports Illustrated believes that Raiders quarterback Aidan O'COnnell deserves a mulligan week 1 against the Chargers. I saw this article go out there, and I said, you know what? I got to be able to give my 2 cents. I want to be able to give my take on this because I know Aidan was the Raiders quarterback that is returning for another year. But my question to the nation is this, because when I see mulligan, that tells me that SI is saying that Aidan O'COnnell deserves to start week 1 for the Las Vegas Raiders. And I want every single person from the nation, if you bleed silver and black, let me know down below. Give me a yes or no. Does Aidan O'COnnell deserve to start week 1 for the Raiders? Does Aidan O'CONNEll deserve to start week 1 for the Las Vegas Raiders? No, he doesn't deserve. And quite frankly, I think it's a horrible take by Sports Illustrated. I will say this, though. If AOC wins the job this offseason, then yes, he deserves to start. If Gardner Minshew wins the job this offseason, he deserves to start. Like, by them making this article that he deserves a mulligan, that almost just sounds like he just should be handing it to him. I don't think that anything in life should just be handed to you. And quite frankly, I think this mentality of Aidan O'CONNEll deserves to start week 1 is kind of a big problem with our world and our society in today's day and age. Like, what has Aidan done where it has warranted him the opportunity to start week 1? I want a fair battle. I want a competition. I think Antonio Pierce, I think the Raiders, they want an open competition. And if he wins that battle, then guess what? He deserves to start week 1. If you believe that whoever, I don't even care if it's Gardner Bradley, I don't care if it's Anthony Brown, I want the quarterback that gives us the best chance to win out there starting week 1. And whoever ends up winning that battle this offseason, if it's Gardner, if it's AOC, they deserve to start. If you believe in that, I want you to hit that subscribe button. Now, when you look at the Raiders quarterback depth chart, right, you could say that AOC is the quarterback 1. You could say Gardner Minshew is the quarterback 1. They gave Minshew 2 years, $25 million with $15 million guaranteed. Aidan entering his second year into the NFL. He's got Antonio Pierce on his side. He's got a lot of players in that locker room that love this kid. I think everybody from the nation also really does truly love this guy. But coming up here on the show, I'm going to give you 5 reasons why Aidan O'CONNEll doesn't deserve to start week 1. I do want to say this, though, because this is a very, very important thing. I'm not saying that he never deserves to start. I'm simply saying that he has to earn the right to start week 1. Because when I read a title, when I read that he deserves to start week 1, that tells me that you, who made the article, believes that no matter what happens this offseason, he deserves to start week 1. He deserves a mulligan because of the first time he played the Chargers and he got sacked 6 times. That's not how reality works. So here's why Aidan O'CONNEll doesn't deserve to start, at least right now. If he earns the job, then hell yeah, he deserves to start week 1. The Raiders signed Gardner Minshew. One of the things that Antonio Pierce, Tom Telesco, this entire Raiders team has been preaching all offseason is competition. If you have competition at the quarterback spot, that's going to bleed down. That's going to just filter down to all the other positions. And competition creates iron sharpens iron. That's what this organization wants. And we got to put more respect on Gardner Minshew's name. I know the nation loves AOC, and I get it, right? You guys are rocking with AOC the same way you rock with DC because once you're rocking the shield, that's your guy. But Minshew also does deserve his own flowers. The year he had last season with the Indianapolis Colts, a team that, quite frankly, was not a good team at all, a team that wasn't even built around him, a team that's dealing with a new head coach, new offensive coordinator, a lot of new, was still able to do a solid job. Plus, Gardner Minshew, his first few seasons in the NFL, thought he did a halfway decent job. Plus, he's been battling with different head coaches. He's been battling with different offensive coordinators. He has had an uphill battle himself. And, when you look at the entirety of Minshew's career, I think because his name is Gardner Minshew, and I think because he's, kind of a weirdo, people don't put the respect on him. But you know what? If his name was Trevor Lawrence, the nation would. And I know I've shown this stat graphic a lot. I know I've shown this in general. You've probably seen it out there before. But Minshew does deserve a lot more respect. So the idea of that Aidan O'CONNEll just deserves to start week 1, I don't think is the right mentality that the Raiders, that Antonio Pierce want to put out there because, you shouldn't just hand over anything to anybody in life just because they deserve it. They have to go out there and you have to earn it. And Aidan did have a good rookie season. And people are fired up from Aidan's rookie season. But then, let's also look at what Gardner Minshew did his rookie season. And, what I don't want to happen is I want to see Aidan reach the highest of his potential. I want Gardner Minshew to reach his highest of potential. And the way that you're going to do that in a brand new offense underneath Lou Getsy is if you go out and you allow those guys to go out there and compete. And 2023, last season, the yards per game, sure, they have that advantage for Aidan. But also when you look at wins and losses, which a lot of times is what you look at from the quarterback position, Gardner Minshew was better. Quite frankly, I think at times on a worse offensive football team. Better QBR, won the head-to-head matchup. Yeah, lower touchdowns, but the interception ratio was a little bit lower. My big point of making this show was I hate and I am sick and tired of this idea that the Raiders should just make Gardner Minshew the backup, and they should just make Aidan O'COnnell the starting quarterback. No, they shouldn't. We are in middle of July. Why would we name a starting quarterback right now? It doesn't make any sense. Let's go to the next reason here of why AOC doesn't deserve to start right now. QB play has been bad this offseason. Like, how are you going to say that Aidan O'COnnell deserves to start week 1 when all the reports that we've seen are like, don't get me wrong, he's got a leg up on the competition, but we have yet to get a single report this offseason. I feel like that gives us as Raider fans a lot of confidence in our quarterback room. I mean, this is what Vic Tafur said literally this week. Neither Aidan O'COnnell nor Gardner Minshew looked very sharp at last month's minicamp. On one hand, the Raiders are installing a new offense, so growing pains are expected. On the other hand, there's no hard contact, and the defense is not going full speed, so it shouldn't be hard to hit an open receiver. Like, the fact that one of the guys who's actually at the practice is saying that our quarterbacks are having a hard time hitting open receivers, that is alarming to me. And he's not the only one that has put out these reports out into the universe. I mean, Tashawn Reed also said on the Raiders quarterback situation this offseason, both Aidan O'COnnell and Gardner Minshew struggled during OTAs. They split snaps with the first string fairly evenly, but neither found much success during the practices that were open to the reporters. So, like, how are you going to just say, okay, even though we haven't seen anything great from both of our quarterbacks, Aidan O'COnnell deserves to start? Because the only reason why you're saying that Aidan O'COnnell deserves to start is because Aidan was on the team last year. But, like, the team last year compared to the team this year is a totally different football team. I got 3 more reasons here of why AOC doesn't deserve to start week 1, at least right now. And I'll tell you what those are, but you know what? I do got to give a shout out to the real ones. And, you know, you see a lot of real ones that watch this show live, and a lot of times it's the big super chats, and those are the people that get a lot of the attention, like an OC Raider, a Noah Santana, a Ventrack, a Cameron Abbott, a David Zahn. But also the real ones are the people that are watching the show in the middle of July. The real ones are the people that are battling through Jeremy and I sneezing on this show Friday, Tuesday, battling sickness. But I'm also the person that I'm going to show up on a work day when I'm sick. Why? For the real ones, because it's the day after the 4th of July. I wanted to pull up here. I wanted to have a little bit of fun. And if you don't know what a real one is, real one here at Chat Sports is like, think about your best friend, right? Think about the people that you would invite to your wedding, the people that you would invite to your bachelor party, the people where you know if you're in a situation, you can rely on them. When I think of a real one and a real one for life, think of it as Raider Nation for life in one, real one for life together. You combine both of those are my type of people. So if you're like, yeah, that's me, we got 2 shirts here at the Raiders Report that are for the real ones. You can get your RO4L shirt, or you can get your Raiders Report shirt, which you just saw right here, founded 2018. All you got to do is go to chatsports.com/RO4L. Those links are going to be available to you all down in the comments, down in the description of today's show. Shout out to all the real ones that tuned in to today's stream. Let's go to the next reason here. You got a brand new Luke Getsy offense. Like, I could maybe wrap my idea around, like, if Derek Carr was the Raiders quarterback, and I know, pump the brakes here, or if Aidan O'COnnell was entering his 3rd year in the Luke Getsy offense, I could maybe understand of, okay, maybe we should, put the keys in Aidan's benefit a little bit more. But here's the thing. Aidan O'COnnell's learning a brand new offense. Gardner Minshew is also learning a brand new offense. But, like, if I have confidence in one person to learn a new offense better, I'm going to have more faith in the veteran, Gardner, who's learned multiple new offenses in his time in the NFL and back in his time in college football. And, like, this is what Tashawn Reed had to say about the Raiders quarterback situation. The quarterbacks and the rest of the offense are still in the early stages of getting comfortable in coordinator Luke Getsy's offense. Understandably, there have been some growing pains, but it's still troubling that neither O'COnnell nor Minshew displayed much progress results-wise by the end of OTAs. And there's going to be a learning curve, right? We have a great defense, and I know that our defense with Patrick Graham, Antonio Pierce, they're progressing much quicker than what our offense is, and there's going to be those growing pains. But then also, if there's a quarterback that has kind of been there, done that, and has had some success in his career, learning new offenses with new head coaches, with offensive coordinators, I mean, Minshew has been able to do it. I actually think it's one of the reasons why the Raiders also brought him in, because of his success with some good GMs, some okay head coaches, just being able to understand how to get a brand new offense, understand it and execute it at a high level, at least for Gardner Minshew. But, how can you just hand the job to someone when it hasn't been done well thus far? I don't know if anybody out there, Justin Abjim, Mount Raidermore member, owns his own plumbing company. Are you just going to hand over your keys to your plumbing company to somebody that hasn't, shown you that they're able to be a good plumber? No, I'm not going to do that. And you can't give the job to Minshew either. If I were to see an article out there that says Gardner Minshew deserves to start week 1 against the Chargers, I would do the exact same video, because it's a ludicrous idea to think that anybody, just based on what we've seen in the middle of July, deserves a mulligan, deserves that they get the opportunity to start week 1. The Raiders want competition at the quarterback spot, and damn it, I do too. Why would we ruin the competition that what this Raiders team is building? To me, that's what Antonio Pierce is doing. They're kind of crushing this idea of, in the NFL, sometimes guys don't show up to mandatory things, and they kind of take away from a lot of the good fundamental things that I think that you learn up when you're a young kid growing up in sports, where you're there for your teammates, you put the team first, you're not always worried about me. And I know athletes in today's day and age are making a lot of money, and don't get me wrong, so are the owners. Everybody's making money in sports, right? But there is that part of me, and maybe I'm a sucker for it, but I'm a sucker for when Jackson Powers Johnson goes, you play for the name on the front, that way they bless you on the back. That's the type of mentality that AP is trying to bring, and just handing the keys, handing the starter job to somebody, it's not doing that, man. Also, Aidan O'COnnell, he struggled last year, which it's not really all that surprising. He was a rookie and an offense ran by Josh McDaniels, Mick Lombardi, Bo Hardegree, and he did not have the opportunity to succeed. I will admit, if there was an offense that was invented for Aidan O'COnnell, it's probably the Josh McDaniels offense. And if AOC had this unbelievable run, I could understand fans being like, that's our guy, that's our guy. If you're just a box score hunter, and this is kind of where, I do get upset at times with some Raider fans, because they're like, look at how good Aidan finished the season last year. Those are people than me that didn't actually watch the games, because there's a lot of empty stats in Aidan's numbers. Now, when you look at O'Connell's numbers with Antonio Pierce last season, in the 9 games coached by AP, 61.5% completion percentage, close to 2,000 yards, 11 touchdowns, 5 interceptions. I think it's also important to remember, though, that one of those games was a huge fluke with the Los Angeles Chargers in a game that, let's be real, it's one of the weirdest games I've ever seen. So when you look at Aidan O'Connell's stats with Antonio Pierce per game, it comes out to somewhere around 212 yards, 1.2 touchdowns, 0.55 interceptions. If you're like, Mitch, what necessarily does that mean? It comes out to about 3,598 yards, 21 touchdowns, 9 interceptions, if you were to project those numbers for a 17-game sample size. So, my point is this. Aidan O'Connell as a rookie, if he puts up those numbers for an entire year as a rookie, how would you feel? Would you be a little bit more confident in him going into year 2? I would be a little bit confident, but I wouldn't be sitting up here saying, that's our guy, that's the dude we need to roll with, because the one thing that I do think fans are forgetting is that Aidan was not good when the game was very, very close. And if I'm going to hand the keys to the starter, if I'm going to say, all right, this is the guy that I want him to perform when it matters the most. And 2023, last season, in the fourth quarter, in games that the Raiders were either winning or losing by plus or minus 7 points, one possession ball game, look at the difference of how Aidan played compared to Gardner Minshew, where Minshew played pretty damn well. Aidan really, really struggled when the game was at its most crucial points, which is to be expected by a rookie. And when you look at the strengths and balances of both Aidan and Gardner, neither of these quarterbacks is going to stick out. So my big point is, if Aidan was a baller last season and gave you a lot of reasons to be confident in him going forward, then maybe he would have the upper hand. But to me, this has got to be a 50-50 battle, split right down the middle, because it's just That's how it is. And my final reason here of why Aidan doesn't deserve to start week 1 unless he actually earns the job, it's just not how life works. Now, don't get me wrong. And we've seen it recently, and this word has been thrown out there, and it's kind of a different situation where nepotism, right? Like Bronny James gets drafted by the Lakers. Mark Davis is the owner of the Raiders because of Al, which, Al, happy belated birthday. I think it's also this like whole, you have to earn it. And I want Aidan to earn it. I want Gardner Minshew to earn it. I want the Raiders to earn it. I want Antonio Pierce to earn it. I want Jeremy and I to earn everything we get. I want you guys in your life to earn what you get because then you appreciate it more. If you're somebody that wants participation trophies, I'm probably not the guy for you, man. And if you want to just give Aidan a participation trophy because he was the Raiders quarterback last season and just say that he deserves to start week 1 just because he's the guy on the team last season, I'm sorry, man. It's going to be a tough life. And I don't think you're going to achieve the things that you want to achieve. So in conclusion, the reason why I'm making this show is the quarterback shouldn't be decided until probably week 1. Like if I'm the Raiders, I legitimately want them to decide who's going to be your starting quarterback after training camp, after the preseason. I don't want them to announce a starting quarterback until they absolutely have to. Make Jim Harbaugh and the Chargers prep for both guys. Nobody deserves to start week 1. You got to earn that job. And like O'Connell has never shielded away from competition. Why are we starting now? He was the 8th stringer at Purdue. He was a 3rd string quarterback last season. He's been doubted his entire life. I bet you if you asked Aidan, do you just want to be given the job? He probably would say no. And if you want Aidan O'Connell to be great, for all those people out there, DeMokes, I'm looking at you. Hell, I want Aidan O'Connell to win MVP. I'm going to be $5,000 richer. But like, handing him the job isn't the way to do it. And if you want Aidan to be great, if we want Aidan to be the franchise quarterback, you don't just name him the week 1 starter. You make him go out there and earn it in training camp. You go out there and you make him earn it in the preseason. Because if he impresses us in preseason this year the way that he did last year, guess what? I'm going to be like, you know what? Let's get Aidan the football. Let's get him out there week 1 and let's cook the Chargers. I want the best quarterback to start for the Raiders. Nobody deserves it. Not Aidan, not Gardner Minshew. If you prove it after July, you prove it after August, then that person deserves to be the week 1 starting quarterback for the Las Vegas Raiders. Oh, man. Jerry! Bang! What's up, Jerry? Happy Friday, Raider Nation. What is going on, Jerry Danley? All right, so I know a lot of people, when I first asked that question, does Aidan O'Connell deserve to start week 1? We got a lot of yeses. And I think you guys maybe were answering it more of, who should start week 1? But after hearing that show, do you still agree with it? Because to me, I want the best quarterback to start. That's all I care about. If it's Carter Bradley, put him out there. You know what I mean? If Carter Bradley's the best quarterback from training camp and in the preseason, I don't care how much money you gave Gardner. I don't care what you think of Aidan. You put the best quarterback out there. I don't think it's going to be Carter Bradley.
Yeah.
But that's what you do, man. Jerry, cheers to you, man.
Jerry. Best food you had yesterday for the 4th of July?
So, Alex's dad made brisket. Mind-blowing. He also made this corn on the cob, which I'm not even kidding you. I love, good corn on the cob, 4th of July hits. He wrapped the corn in peppers. There was some that were wrapped with, jalapenos, bell peppers, onions. So, they were all in foil. So when you unwrap the foil, it was just you got all the flavors of everything in the corn. Some of the best corn I've ever had.
Ooh.
I'm serious. It was that good.
We have gumbo, pasta salad, cheeseburger.
Norman Hernandez in. Robert Ortiz is in. Ooh. And then Trent.
A little teriyaki beef from Yoda.
Trent is also in. So that means that...
Carter said Culver's.
Are you in Minnesota? $10 super chat. That's a lie. $20 super chat. You would win $200 right now here on the Raiders.
Can't
Report.
get right. Said some barbecue brisket, some strawberry cheesecake from Sienna. That sounds bomb.
That sounds really good.
Some patelle stew. Some patelle stew?
Who?
I don't know, some kind of stew. Hamburgers, hot links, barbecue chicken.
Ira. Oh, dude, you know I ate it the long way.
Grilled salmon and a cherry soy glaze. That sounds bomb, Vinthrak. Holy crap.
That does sound really good. I'm not going to lie. Bacon cheeseburgers, cheese in the meat instead of on it. We call that a Juicy Lucy Heart Blaze.
Smoked chicken, some Loco Moco. Love some Loco Moco. Beer.
What the hell is Loco Moco?
Loco Moco is it's really popular in Hawaii.
Moshav, you in?
It's rice with a cooked hamburger patty on top. You can either do like grilled onions or grilled mushrooms if you want as well.
Mm-hmm.
Some brown gravy, and then a sunny side up egg.
That does sound pretty good.
Yeah.
I'm telling you this right now. If I ever hit the lottery, you and I are going to tour the U.S. and we're just going to eat. And we're just going to film the Raiders Report on the road. Probably not going to be a lot of Raiders talk. That's not true.
Raiders, drive-ins, and dives.
Oh, dude. If we get Guy on, it's over. If I win the lottery, I can afford Guy. If I win the lottery and I'm just like, Guy,
I'll pay you $3 million to drive around with us and show us the best places.
That's not enough money.
You don't think so?
I mean, he signed a deal with Food Network, 3 years, $80 million. So I'm gonna say we gotta top that. If we want Guy to go around with us,
dude,
we gotta say 3 years.
How much?
100
seats?
mil. If we win the lottery though,
Coop, how much do you think Guy Fieri makes a year?
Yeah, I mean it might even be more.
Yeah. From just TV.
50 million.
Close.
26.
He signed a 3-year, $80 million was his deal with like Food Network, and that's just with Food Network, not considering everything else that he does. See,
Holy crap.
we got to get into the food industry.
Yeah, what are we doing?
Honestly, Chuggs, what I need you to do is just,
Frosted Tips.
That's it. That's all I need you to do. That's literally what I was going to say. If you keep your exact look and go Frosted Tips, I think this show takes off to that next step.
Deep dish pizza from Chicago and apple pie with cheddar ice cream.
Now you're just getting out of hand. Now it's just you're getting out of hand. All right, we got another segment. Let's get into this next segment. Then we're going to get into this Chiefs. Then I'm going to tell you all what Lord Cameron Abbott did, and then I'm ready to blow the roof off this joint.
Reminder, $5 to get in the TV raffle. It's our Black Friday game against the Chiefs today, so we're giving away a TV on today's show. $5 super chat is all you got to do to enter.
That is it. And I'll say this, if you send in a 5, also put in a score prediction. It's your best bang for your buck deal. Best bang for your buck deal today.
Jason Gutierrez says Triple R, Raiders Report in restaurants.
I'll tell you what, I'm in.
Sienna, both the duck races at the end of today's show.
Yes. Yep. TV duck race at the end, and then also the money at the end. All right, next show coming up here. Man, I'm feeling pretty good right now. Next show coming up here is from Vic Tafur. Oh, man, I got a burp. From Tafur saying that he believes that the Raiders could sign a running back before training camp. So I'll kind of just break down my thoughts on this, some of the running backs. It's just top 5 running back targets. And then we'll get into maybe some other people that I just continuously get asked. I also have these ranked from 5 down to 1, by the way. So I wanted to be able to rank them. Wanted to be able to give you guys a little bit more, info on why I think that these guys could get signed by the Raiders, and ultimately, does it make sense for the silver and black? If y'all are getting ready to turn up today with Jeremy and I, hit that like button. Seriously, shout out to the nation for pulling up the day after the 4th of July. I'm getting ready to get my weekend going. We got Saturday and Sunday off. Jeremy, this is the most life I've seen in him in a while. This is good.
Let's go.
You got to get the Frosted Tips. How much for you to get Frosted Tips for like a week? Would you do it?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay.
For the right price.
For the right price. That's a good answer. Or we could just get you a Guy Fieri wig. It's got to be a good one, though.
Oh, yeah, maybe the wig.
Get you a wig with like a visor and we'll just walk around. I feel like if we walked around Vegas and we just got you like a big chain, yeah, we could do it. All right, here we go. Let's get into this next segment, and then it's going to get weird here on the Raiders Report. Coming up here on the Raiders Report, are the Silver and Black going to be adding a running back? According to a beat reporter for the Las Vegas Raiders, they could add one right before training camp. And then, since that's the report, I'm going to be breaking down my top 5 running back targets for Antonio Pierce and Tom Telesco to sign before training camp. Raider Nation, what's going on? It's Mitchell Renz here, host of the Raiders Report, and today's show is presented by Panda Supps. If anybody wants my summer shred pack, all you got to do is go to chatsports.com/mystack. You're going to be able to get the protein that I use, my fat burner that I use, the BCAAs that I use after a workout, and bottom line is if you're already taking that initiative to go to the gym and try to be a healthier you might as well get the most bang for your buck. So use code MyStack for 35% off at chatsports.com/mystack. Usually, it's about a $200 value. You're going to get a few extra little odds and ends in there. You can get it right now for about $103. All you got to do, go to that link, use that code, which is available to you in the description and in the comments of today's show. All right, so before we get into the full breakdown, if you will, around the running backs, what Tafur ended up reporting, I was unable to go live on the 4th of July, and I can't do this show if it wasn't for this great man right here. So I know I ask you guys to do a lot of things, right? Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. I don't care what you do on today's show, but every single one of y'all better spam Al. You better say HBD, because to me, this is what commitment to excellence looks like. This is what we've been chasing for a very, very long time. And Al did so many great things for the Raiders. He also did so many things that a lot of other owners were afraid to do. Hired Tom Flores, right? We were breaking barriers way before a lot of other teams were ever comfortable doing it. And Al Davis is such an unbelievable human being, did a lot for the NFL, did a lot for the Raiders, has done a lot for me, my family, and probably has done a lot for y'all. So all I ask is this. Show some love to the GOAT. Would have been 95 years old on July 4th. Al, the entire Davis family, you will always be missed, my man. All right, so let's get into this show here. According to Vic Tafur, it wouldn't shock me if the Raiders added a running back. So in an article released by Tafur in The Athletic a little bit earlier this week, he kind of hints at the idea of that he's okay with the idea. And again, it wouldn't shock him if the Raiders decided to add a little bit more depth to that running back unit. So rookies report to training camp July 21st, and the veterans report July 23rd. And with $34.1 million in cap space, 5th most in the NFL, if the Raiders wanted to do this, they absolutely positively could do it. So the fact that Tafur believes that the Raiders could add a running back, and again, he's a beat reporter, he's at the Raiders training facility. I don't know if he's the type of reporter that just, says things because it's what he believes, or is he saying that because it's what he's heard? And you can look at it two totally different ways. But what I do know is this. The Raiders running back depth chart is, I think some Raider fans, they might be confident in it, but I think if you were to ask all 32 NFL GMs who has the worst running back room in the NFL, the Raiders are probably in that bottom 5 just because there is a lot of unknowns. You got Samir White, who's never really had the opportunity, 3rd year in the NFL. Alexander Madison's been an RB2, RB3 for most of his career, at least at this point. Amir Abdullah, not that great of a back, and we're very high on Dylan Laube, but there's still a lot of question marks, which is more than okay to say. My question to all of you, though, is do the Raiders need to add another running back? Give me a yes or no. When this video went out, when you see the report of Vic Tafur saying that they could add another running back, what's your initial thought? Is it, yes, thank the Lord, we need to add another running back? Type yes. Or are you saying, no, it doesn't make any sense for the Raiders to get another one? Give me a yes, give me a no. That's what the Raiders report here is all about. For me personally, I don't think that the Raiders do need to add another running back. And it's not with me saying that I'm very confident in their running back depth, because I do think it's weak. I'm going to be real. But I'll also say that there's not many good options. And I'm going to be breaking down the top 5 running backs that the Raiders could sign if they wanted to do it, because it's very easy for Tafur to say they could potentially add a running back before training camp starts. That's easy to say. But, what you should do is do your homework, actually look at the running backs and ask yourself, does signing any of these backs make our football team better? Because I know Telesco says that he's going to go RBBC and that they're going to have a running back by committee. But to me, I know that we have plenty of money at $34.1 million. I would just rather the Raiders use that salary cap space to extend guys like a Malcolm Kuntz, Trevon Merrick, Nate Hobbs, Robert Spillane, go out and sign an Emmanuel Ogbah, Stephon Gilmore. We can allocate that money in a lot better ways than signing a running back, a position that, quite frankly, Telesco, the Raiders, I don't even think really value all that much. So coming up here, I got the top 5 free agent running backs that the Raiders could sign. I don't want the Raiders to sign another running back. I do think that this is our weakest overall unit on offense and on defense, but with how skill position our players are as wide receiver, tight end, and how I just think that the running back by committee can work when you look at all of our backs. Even though I'm saying that I don't really want us to sign a back, I still wanted to be able to at least tell the nation of, here are the top 5 backs that I think the Raiders could potentially sign. Before I get into those, though, I do want to give a shout-out to a bunch of our new subs here, man. Israel, Brian, Gabriel, Christopher. It's a hell of a last name. Are you related to Mr. Minshew himself? Hit that subscribe button if you're not already a new subscriber. We get new subs every single day, and I want to just show love to all of our new subs, because if it's not for you, this family can't keep growing. If you want to see your name on a future show, don't be afraid. Hit that subscribe button. Let's get wild like Noah Santana. So here we go. I got them ranked from 5 all the way down to 1 of who are the running backs that are out there that we could potentially sign. I got Cam Akers coming in here at number 5 because it's a notable name, and when healthy, Akers is at least a halfway decent running back. The problem is he just hasn't been healthy. Played in only 23 games the past 3 seasons, and he ruptured his Achilles back on November 5th. So, I'm not even 100% sure if he's going to be ready for the regular season. If the Raiders got some word that they're going to be okay, that he's going to be okay, you could potentially bring him in on a cheap type of deal. But, the last time we saw a good Cam Akers was 2022. And when I say good, he was okay, right? 188 carries, 786 yards, 7 touchdowns. And the offensive schemes that Sean McVay, Shanahan, Mike McDaniel all run, I do think is similar to the style of offense that Luke Getsy, this wide zone, is going to try to duplicate with Luke Getsy. But Akers simply isn't healthy. Let's go to number 4 here. It's Eno Benjamin. And I'm not saying that Benjamin is better than Cam Akers. I'm just simply putting Eno on this list because if I were to actually say which position or which running back group, could I make the most sense around, I would almost say, you're looking for an Amir Abdullah replacement. So you're looking for an extra special teams guy with these new kick return rules. You're looking for a running back that maybe might not even play back, but you just use on special teams. And Eno Benjamin's a name because he's got that experience with Marvin Lewis, with Antonio Pierce, played at Arizona State from 2017 to 2019. And this team wants special teams backs. It's also going to cost you the least amount of money humanly possible to bring him in, because last season, 2 years ago, actually, 2022, 77 carries, 313 yards, and been more of just a scat back. Didn't really even get any opportunities. I believe he was with the Saints last season. So for a guy like Eno, who the only reason why he's on this list is because of that connection with Antonio Pierce. But again, do I really think that Eno Benjamin is going to help this team win football games? No. Let's allocate that money to people that are going to help us win some football games. Now, I got these top 3 names coming up here in just a second, and I do know this. The number 1 name on this list is going to be a very notable name that a lot of people that are watching the show are going to be like, yeah, that's actually a guy that I think that we could add. I'll break it all down for you here in just a second. I also going to talk about 2 other running backs that, one, never going to happen, another back that's not a free agent to at least keep an eye out for. But you know what? I got to show love to Panda Supps. And this has probably been one of the longest sponsors I've had here on the show. Diehard Raider fan, owns Panda. And if you want to go support your own, go to chatsports.com/mystack, because I'm only really going to talk about the summer stack for a few more times on the show. So if you've been sitting there, I know I've talked about it before, this might be one of your final opportunities to take advantage of it, where you can get the protein, the burn, everything that's pictured up on screen. you get for, it's around $103. Again, it usually costs about $200, but like, you guys watch the show. I do a lot of crazy stuff. Chuggs and I do food challenges. I'm a foodie myself. I'm not afraid to have a drink or two, right? But like, I also want to get slimmed up, right? It's the summertime. I want to be in good shape for my wedding next year. I want to be in good shape. I got a bachelor party coming up here in 3 weeks, and I got to try to stay a little bit slim, and these are some of the things that I do on a daily basis that help me just, keep it together a little bit. So if you're like, Mitch, you look halfway decent, or if you're like, you really outkicked your coverage, go to chatsports.com/mystack. That link's going to be available to y'all down in the comments, down in the description of today's show. Let's go to number 3 here, and it's a familiar name, Latavius Murray. And Murray's been one of these dudes that I've talked about so much since I've started doing this show of like, could we potentially bring in another running back? And I think a lot of people love LT here, or LM, because he's played with Oakland, and he was on the team back in, 2014, 2015, 2016. And that 2016 season, he had 12 rushing touchdowns and very, very physical running back. The other thing about this is he's been durable. Like, if you're going to bring in Latavius Murray, I think this would be more of like, you're not really confident in Zamir White. You're not really confident in Alexander Madison. But like, if I'm the Raiders, I kind of just want to add another like Amir Abdullah type of back. And if you wanted to bring in Murray, you're not going to have to pay him all that much. He does have 59 career touchdowns. But like, the reason why he's on this list is because of the fit. He is almost 34 years old. If you want another veteran, I'm trying to create ideas here of why you would bring in Murray. He's still like a reliable running back. When you look at the past 4 seasons, like, he still put up some solid numbers. He's not what he once was, but just, 2022, 4.4 yards per carry. Last season, only 3.8, but like, still can be a reliable running back. It's just, does Latavius Murray really make that much of a difference compared to the guys that, we already have? So if the Raiders do decide to actually sign a running back, if you need to go look at the free agency list, you can Google it right now. Not going to be offended. If the Raiders do sign a running back, who should it be? Because you're going to have to find an upgrade. And if I'm the Raiders here, I at least want to find a back that I do consider a little bit of an upgrade over certain players that we have. Now, the next 2 names coming up here, I do think could be an upgrade in certain situations on our roster. Let's go to this name here. It's Jerick McKinnon. And if you were to ask me, Mitch, is Jerick McKinnon, Amir Abdullah a better running back? I'm going to go with Jerick McKinnon. And just because of the special teams value, but also his ability to catch the football. And if I'm the Raiders, I'm trying to get every competitive advantage I possibly can against the Kansas City Chiefs. Is McKinnon going to help me? Maybe. But I know this. If he's with Kansas City, he's had some really good work over there. The fact that he's had 13 receiving touchdowns the past 2 seasons combined, that speaks volumes. We know Telesco values AFC West experience. And when you look at just the last 4 years, he was really, really good in the playoffs in 2022. Definitely took a little bit more of a backseat to Isaiah Pacheco last season. But like, is Jerick McKinnon an upgrade over Amir Abdullah? To me, I say yes. And because of that, I say that if the Raiders aren't confident in Amir, then you go out, you add Jerick McKinnon, you cut Amir Abdullah, and now your new running back room looks like Zamir White, Alexander Madison, Dylan Laube, and Jerick McKinnon. The final name that I'm going to throw up here is Dalvin Cook. And we've made a lot of jokes about Dalvin Cook on this stream because, we have a Vikings channel, and I got to give credit to Seeps. Back in 2022, he was like, Dalvin Cook's just like one of the most inefficient runners I've ever seen. He was calling him Dalvin Cook for a while, and you kind of saw that he was kind of cooked last season with the New York Jets. However, he's number 1 because of the wide zone scheme. The Raiders went out and they signed Alexander Madison because the Minnesota Vikings, throughout their career that Madison has had, also was the backup to Dalvin Cook. They went with a wide zone. And if there's one thing that Dalvin can do well, maybe still not even close to what he could do, but it's like that wide zone run, jump cut outside, get north and south, and then he's going. I will admit the reason why I'm a little bit hesitant on this is because he did have a bad year last season, averaged only 3.2 yards per carry. I mean, the New York Jets literally did not play him. Breece Hall was definitely the better running back, but they gave him $8 million, and he only saw 67 carries. he's definitely getting up there in age, but like, do I think that he could be just as good as Alexander Madison? Probably, right? Like, Cook's not the pass blocker that Madison is, but if you are not confident in Zamir White, if you're not confident in Alexander Madison, and to me, that's the only reason why you would go out and even consider signing a running back is you are not confident in the guys that you already have. Dalvin, to me, is probably the best running back out there in the free agent market, but here's the thing. That's not really saying a lot. The other option, and this to me would be the top option for the Raiders, where I'm not signing a free agent running back. Quite frankly, I already said it when I started the show. I'm not signing Dalvin Cook. I'm not really signing Jerick McKinnon. These guys I'm not signing. I want to allocate my money elsewhere. The only way that I might be hesitant to change my opinion is if Khalil Herbert gets cut by the Chicago Bears, which we've talked to our Bears guy, Harrison Graham, who said, like, it's at least a possibility because of some of the additions that they've made. DeAndre Swift, you have Roshan Johnson. But Herbert has played the past 2 seasons in Luke Getsy's offense. Can I get a running back that's just a little bit more familiar, who's been, halfway decent, 132 carries, 611 yards last season with Chicago with a horrific offensive line? If Herbert's cut, I do think that he could make our Raiders running back room a little bit better. The one name that's just not going to happen, y'all, right? The amount of times that I'll get asked, could the Raiders sign Kareem Hunt? It's not going to happen, okay? If you don't know the Fred Bilenikoff story, Fred Bilenikoff's daughter's story, take time out of your day to Google it, and then also look up just, some of Kareem Hunt's past. Kareem Hunt is a good running back between the tackles, can catch the football, and he's had some good success even in the AFC. But I just don't think that Antonio Pierce, this football team, is going to bring in somebody like Kareem Hunt who has that pass baggage. Because, again, the only way you're going to bring in a player with that much pass baggage is if they're really, really going to be able to help your team. But you know what? The Raiders have never done it. And because of that, I don't think it's going to happen. So here again are the top free agent running back targets for the Las Vegas Raiders. If the report by Vic Tafur is true, that where he says that he could see the Raiders potentially adding a running back before training camp starts. For me personally, I'm hoping that the Raiders say no. They keep their current running back group. God bless you, Chuggs. And I'm just hoping that we figure out a way to just use that $34.1 million in a little bit better of an area all around. What?
Bang!
What, from your sneeze? Or is this a new one? Noah Santana! Bang! At first I was like, I don't know what you're saying. Noah now. Noah is one away from a gong rip, and if Noah hits the gong, he's going to be at 15 bangs in the month of July. Noah's taking advantage of the deal today.
Oh, yeah.
He's got 10. Chuggs, here's what's got to happen. I got to pee. I got to pee really, 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 really bad. Once I get back from my pee break, beer drinking pants are going on, and it's going to get a little bit wet and wild here on the Raiders Report. Noah, I do owe you one when I get back. I got to pee. I'm going to pee my pants.
All right. Love AOC, and I love Gardner Minshew, but at the end of the day, it's just win, baby. And as of now, Gardner Minshew gives us the best chance of winning. Cheers. Yeah, I agree. Until proven otherwise, and that's why Mitch said in the first segment, you got to wait until after the preseason and after training camp to really declare who's going to be a starter. And maybe not even then. Maybe leading up into, practice going into week 1. You don't want to just give it to somebody, so agree with you, Noah. Yoda, revising score prediction, 17-14 Raiders. Didn't know about the snow. That's fair. That's fair. Raiders for life. And all of y'all are entered in for the TV raffle today. We're giving away a TV Black Friday game, so obviously got to give away a TV. So Raiders for life, Evil Mitch, Noah Santana, Yoda Jenkins, y'all are all entered in for a chance to win that TV. $5 super chat for a chance to win a TV, a smart TV, so you can watch us, you can watch the Raiders, maybe put out in your garage, maybe in your game room, maybe use it as your monitor for your gaming system. Let us know what you would do with the TV if you won it today. $5 super chat to get in. Evil Mitch, been a while, boys, but give me that TV. It's July and football is just 2 months away. Might need a Raiders tattoo as well. Hey, let us know if you live out in the on the West Coast. Mitch has a tattoo guy out there. You can Let us know where you're coming from. We might have somebody who can help you out with the Raiders tattoo if you need. If you have somebody already, I understand. I know people. I'm like that way with my barber. I only go to one guy only. So, yeah, let us know. Aaron, you're also in for that TV. Can't get right. Wow. Aaron, have you guys ever collected playing or sports cards? Just got into it and pulled a Michael Mayer and Malcolm Kuntz signature card. Funny enough, me and my older brother, we had a huge card collection that was kind of handed down to us whenever we were kids. We went to a card convention and we tried like seeing how much all of our cards were and everything. Nothing that I was like of real significance, except we had one card that was pretty good. And we looked it up and it was worth like $150, $140. It was like a Michael Jordan card that we had. That was the only card that we had that was of significance. But we ended up trading it for, my oldest brother is a Green Bay Packers fan, and we ended up trading the Michael Jordan card for a autographed picture of Bart Starr for him. So that was the only thing I had with trading cards. Now, as of now, I don't collect. I don't have any trading cards or sports cards or playing cards. I did play Yu-Gi-Oh! For a little bit whenever I was a kid. So if that counts. A little bit of Pokemon as well.
I love Pokemon. I'll also say this. Jeremy and I were going to do some challenges today. I don't really think we're going to do them just because I don't want him to touch all of our stuff right now when he's sick. And then, like, I don't know, next week somebody randomly picks up everything that we touch and then they get sick. So I had somebody ask DM me if we were going to do the games. We're not going to do the games today just because I'm okay. I still sound bad. He's definitely sick though, so we'll make up the games. That's totally on us. But again, we get sick sometimes too. So I hope you guys really do truly understand.
Jack is wearing his mask watching this right now.
Probably, just probably. Have you guys ever? Oh, yes, we were just talking about. Yeah, I collected Pokemon cards. I still actually have a really good collection. Yu-Gi-Oh! Was another one that I collected quite a bit. But Pokemon was by far the cards that I collected.
So, two things happening. One, we have the TV raffle at the end of today's show, $5 to enter for a chance to win a TV. Also, $20 super or $20 Venmo right now. I believe you could win $170.
It's a little bit more than that. Right now, you would win $220. Also, if you could put Husker in.
Yeah.
Yep, so right now we got 12 people in, but because today's been Black Friday day, we've been having a good time giving away a TV. We're also going to put an extra $100, so you have a better chance to win more money, if that makes sense. So we got 12 people in right now. You'd have the opportunity to win $220 here on the Raiders Report. And not quite. I don't think that was the number. Close, though. It's in total. I got you. And I told y'all to get those drinking pants on. Okay? Told y'all to get those drinking pants on because we're going to give away another free entry to the TV raffle because Lord Cameron Abbott. Oh, I saw that. It's fun to stay at the LCA. Let's go!
Oh.
The amount of disgruntled looks we got in the office there. Petey was not happy. That one hurt a little bit. All right, Chuggs. Whoever spams LCA the most while I'm doing this boot. Whoever spams LCA the most while I'm doing this boot. Oh, man. You get the free entry in for the TV.
All right. Let's see.
It's
Keep
fun
them
to
coming.
stay at the...
Keep them coming.
That might be my new favorite song.
Keep them coming. Once he finishes, that's when your time will finish to spam LCA. So keep them coming. Keep them coming. Holy shit. All right. I'm going to give it to Josh Childs. Josh Childs play.
Well, all of his childs or just one child?
Just one.
Just one of the
Josh's child.
Well, if it's childs, shouldn't it be Josh Children?
Yeah.
Josh Children. Oh, shit! Noah Santana! Noah Santana! Oh, man!
Holy shit!
The Santana Suave!
Suavemente.
Da-na-na-na. Suavemente. Dude, what a day. Noah Santana said gong me. Lord Cameron Abbott said gong me. So that means right now we got a two-way tie for MVP. Here's the problem though, Noah. Tie does go to Mount Raidermore. So Lord Cameron Abbott would be the MVP. Now, if LCA is the MVP, the next time I do a Madden Sim, I would wear his jersey. If Noah wins, I got to wear the Santana Suave.
Suavemente.
Dude, it's a clean jersey.
All right.
What's it called when it's like SS?
Whoever spams Noah the most in the next minute, you get another free entry.
Is it alliteration? Like, I like it that it's Raiders Report, like 2 R's.
Yeah.
Alliteration. So the fact that it's Santana Suave and the number's 22, it's a clean jersey. It's a clean jersey. All right, so what? This one now is going away to Noah?
Yeah, whoever spams Noah the most.
Imagine if this is the first time you've ever tuned into the Raiders Report and you're like, I thought this was a Madden Sim. You're like, what is this? All right, so we got Timmy Jones, D Killer Raider, Scott Matz, Raphael, Chelsea Jones, Chelsea Head, Scott Matz, Sienna. I think I know who I would pick. I'm actually curious if you'd pick the same person.
So this person might have found a glitch into the system.
Okay.
Live Oak MJ. They were spamming, but also each comment had 10 Noah Santanas in the comment.
So what are you saying?
So they spammed Noah Santana the most because each of their Noah Santana comments had 10 Noah Santanas in it.
All right, for the record, that's not how it actually works, but you know what? Give it to him. Winner.
You know what? I'll give one more.
You're going to give one more. All right. That's fine.
To somebody who actually was spamming it the most, if we're going to play that game.
That's kind of the game we were going for.
King Javier Cedino.
King Javier Cedino. Nice. All right, so reminder, $5 super chat to get in. We're giving away a TV today. I don't actually have the exact TV yet, so the way that I would describe it is...
It will be a smart TV.
It will be a smart TV. That way you guys can watch the Raiders Report. So this is technically the Chiefs-Raiders Black Friday game. And growing up as a kid, I can remember my Uncle Wayne. I can remember a lot of people getting ready to go out. And now, like that, if you got a mustache like this, like a Noah Santana stash, you're going out on Black Friday, your TV
I say on
shopping.
actual Black Friday, we try to find the best deal and have James go out and get us a TV for us to give away on that day. But a massive one.
A massive TV? That would be sick. All right, yeah. We could probably do it. It's got to be, though, like an unbelievable TV. It's got to be an unbelievable TV. If this raffle goes well today, it'll actually be easier for us to convince our boss that we should get like a massive, massive TV. But I'll say this, it's at least 42 inches. We just don't buy it. I haven't bought it yet because it's like a holiday weekend. Our shipping department, they aren't here, and they are not going to put the order in until Wednesday. So, like, what I don't want is to be like, Noah Santana's going to win this TV right here. And then we go to buy it, and it's just not available. So it's at least going to be a 42 inches, and it will be a smart TV. That way, you guys can watch the Raiders.
Rock and Jock.
Iris says 100-inch. Do they even sell 100-inch?
Maybe.
I kind of just want to see James carry a 100-inch TV.
I want to see him carry it through an airport. Rock and Jock, I'm sick too today, is my only off 12 days, one off. I need a new TV. Sorry, I might have read that totally wrong.
What's funny about that, imagine trying to get a 100-inch TV on a plane.
Excuse me? Excuse me? It's my carry-on.
What are you carrying? You're going to carry a 100-inch TV. If your hands are this close and you're carrying a 100-inch TV, you're a serial killer.
It's hitting everybody's face as I'm walking by.
That's hilarious.
Pardon me. Excuse me.
Like this. You have the strongest forearms in the U.S. You should be the world's strongest man. He's been married for a lot of years, 30 years. I heard that episode the other day. That was a good episode. All right, are you guys ready to get into this FKC show? I'm ready to get into this FKC show,
Mitch,
man.
Is this?
I see, wait a minute. I see Ira Jackson is in. I also see Noah's got an entry. Patrick B, and then Yoda Jenkins, which means winner of our 50-50 raffle, you'd win $270 as it stands right now. I also just got word that Noah Santana! Bang! We got a new MVP!
Noah wants it.
Noah's going for it. Noah, shout out to you, man. Noah with the bang. Noah with the bang.
I've been seeing him spam the last couple times.
I'm listening.
And maybe this is fair, maybe this isn't. But I'm going to give this free entry to Taino because he has my name tattooed on him. Maybe it's fair, maybe it's not.
I'll allow it.
Ty goes to the runner.
Ty also goes to the guy that's got his name tatted on you, and he gave us this belt.
Yeah.
I'm good with it.
So, Taino, you're in for the TV.
Taino, if you win, I'll sign the TV. Just right on top of it.
Just on the front.
Exactly.
At Mitchell Renz 365.
Well, you also have to sign it.
Of course.
Yeah. Dude. Noah Santana. LCA. If you're good giving it to Noah, I'm good with giving it to Noah. All right. We got to get into this Madden Sim. I said that really weird.
Yeah, I was...
Was it Madden Sim?
Yeah,
Are we watching? Is
you
this
said,
a Madden Sim, or is it the Sims or the Sims?
You said it like you were talking to a baby, like you did a baby voice for a second. You're like, anybody want to start the Madden Sim?
Is that your baby voice?
Who's with the Madden Sim?
I was gonna say that was a better one. Your first baby voice was like it was the first time you ever did it, and you had earmuffs on.
Is it with the baby Madden Sim?
I don't know, man.
All right, here we go.
Yeah, we got to get into this. Shout out to Noah Santana for being a freaking legend, man. All right, coming up, Madden Sim. It's going to be a doozy. Here we go. Raider Nation, what's going on? It's Mitchell Renz here, host of the Raiders Report, and we got our Week 13 Black Friday matchup. Las Vegas Raiders on the road in Arrowhead. I don't know about y'all. I remember the last time we marched into Arrowhead. Got a big dub on Christmas Day. The Chiefs in our Madden season are 8-3. Raiders are 7-4. But you know what? Anytime we go up against Kansas City, you got to bring your A game. If we're going to ask the players to bring their A-plus game, we got to bring it too. And during our Week 8 sim, we only had 157 FKCs. You know what? I want 200 FKCs on this show, and I'm confident we're going to get a dub like we did on Christmas Day. If you don't know what our Madden schedule is, this is what the season has been thus far for the Silver and Black at 7-4. Losing that Week 1 opener against the Chargers won't happen in real life, is what it is. Against the Broncos, the streak is still alive in terms of 10 straight wins against the Donkeys, but from Week 14 down to Week 18, if anybody wants to tune in and join us for those live streams, set a calendar reminder. I will say I did switch up the calendar just because I believe that we're going to be able to get those games in. We bumped up the Chiefs game to get that one on Black Friday, and holy shit, as promised, now I'm worried this game's going to be a tie. As promised, Jeremy's been saying for weeks, and I mean weeks, that he was going to make this game a snow game, and he freaking pulled through. Snow game. Are the Raiders wearing their color rushes? Oh, man. Talk dirty to me. Color rushes in the snow? You guys are lucky that all you can see is from 36 and up. Dude, this is electric. Bunch of Chiefs fans sitting through the freezing cold, watching the Raiders run train at Arrowhead. Let's freaking go, man. Give me some FKCs. I got Josh Childs, Joshua Wolf, Zalesbo, James Guevara, Rustin Long, Josh Children. We got Taino Raider, The Punisher, Coach Raider, Raider Rudy, Yoda Jenkins. Here we go, man. In the color rushes. Oh, I got to get a color rush jersey. Dude, come on. They look so clean. Now imagine that. Black. If I had to get a Raiders jersey right now, man, it's kind of a part of me that would love to get a Minshew jersey because I can rock the stash. But, I mean, to be honest, there's one jersey that I actually can't even believe I don't even have yet. Max Crosby. I'd probably get a Mad Max jersey. The real Raiders jerseys that I have a Derek Carr jersey. Now I actually think it's a Yoda jersey. But I also have a Devontae Adams jersey. All right, Chiefs returning this one out of the back of the end zone. Oh, my God. Are you shitting me? First play of the game, they're going to take this to the house? What a horrific start. Dude, if it's Black Friday and that's how this game starts, I'm gonna throw up. I mean, they almost took this to the house. What a tackle there to save a touchdown. And here comes Patrick Mahomes. So this is technically the old Madden game, just with updated rosters. So the kickoff return rules aren't right. Neither are any of the stats that you're seeing. That's why it says 2022. We got 8-minute quarters. Everything else is pretty much standard here. Ball to 14. This freaking blows, man. I'm with Timmy Jones. Thank you, ref. We are in the red zone, which means shout out to all the real ones out there. We do have a not FKC. Oh, we might actually do it. We might actually have an FKC. But if you want a Chiefs fans eat corn the long way shirt, all you got to do is go to chatsports.com/RO4L. That link's going to be available to y'all down in the comments and in the description of today's show. Andy Reid definitely eats corn the long way. Eats a burger the long way, too. Ball to 14, second down and 10. I mean, the fact that they're already at the 14, wild. Shotgun. Travis Kelce is the only guy you can't let catch this football. Mahomes looks right, throws quick to Pacheco. Good open field tackle there by Divine Diablo. This is a massive, monumental third down. I'll say this, if I'm Kansas City, I'm going for this. No matter, if you don't get it, I'm going for it. If I'm the Chiefs, I'm running the play here to Travis Kelce. Rashee Rice, also the first time we played, was really good against us. Throw. Caught. Hollywood Brown. I actually forgot he was on this team. Marquise Hollywood Brown catches it. First down and goal. Ball to 1. Not the way you wanted to get this one started. Mahomes under center. Isaiah Pacheco's the running back. Mahomes. Handoff. Crosby missed tackle, but Divine is there to clean it up. What a huge play there by Max to get that interior pressure. Yes, had a missed tackle, but still was able to create enough havoc. Huge play there to clean it up. Chug sneeze. God bless you. Take a drink. Pacheco, power eye. If I'm the Raiders, I'm watching 83. Handoff up the middle. Touchdown, Noah Gray. It was too cutesy of a play after the loss. I can't stand this team, man. I know this is Madden. They piss me off. It's number one team I can't stand the most, and quite frankly, it's not close. It's not even close. Extra point pending here for Tyler Jones, and it's up and it's good. 7-0's the score. 7-0's the score. Got to get off to a better start here. Though the last time the Raiders and Chiefs played, I remember being like, God, dude, this is not the start we wanted. Here we go. FKC forever, man. Enrique, Jake Serb, El Loco. I hear you. Also, my computer says we're at 199 likes. Who's going to be like 200? Kickoff return here by Laube, back of the end zone. And Harrison Buckner up there making the tackle. Impressive tackle there. All right, here we go. First down and 10 coming up here for Minshew Mania. This has to be an answer. You have to have an answer here. Are you running the rock?
Oh, yeah.
Leaning on Zamir here a little bit.
How did the Raiders win the last matchup?
Got to run the rock. Though, like you said, Aidan O'COnnell is undefeated in Arrowhead. Oh, I know. That's what I mean. Do you start Aidan? Gardner looks, throws. Holy shit. I mean, he legitimately almost threw it right to him. That looked like he tried to throw a snowball with bad snow. Everyone knows what I'm talking about. There's some snowballs you're like, this is the greatest snowball I've ever rolled. Some of these other snowballs, not great. Minshew, shotgun. Looks like Alexander and Zamir on his hips. Minshew steps up, throws short over the middle to Zeus. Caught. First down and just keeps plowing forward. Zamir White, 15-yard reception. Really big play there. Ball at the 43. Reception. Dude, some of these words, they're not flowing as easily as some of these happy dads. Reception. Oh, 7-0 is the score. Ball at the 43. 5 minutes and 36 seconds to go here. Minshew, shotgun. Looks like Laube's on his right hip. We're going to send Devontae Adams in motion. Brock Bowers on the left all by himself. Minshew. Caught. Adams first down. It's huge. That's huge. Get those 17s down below. See, that's the type of stuff that I actually want Luke Getsy to do, though, this season, where you add just a little bit of motion before the snap. You can kind of see the coverage. You get Devontae moving, gives them that momentum. Now Minshew's pressured, throws. I mean, what a freaking laser beam to Michael Mayer and a monumental first down for the silver and black. I mean, good, he should. Says, I'm better 87. I mean, what a rollout there, though, by Minshew, creating with his legs. I mean, here's the real thing. Aidan ain't doing that. Minshew, shotgun, going to send Bowers in motion. Laube's the running back. First down and 10. Minshew looks across the middle of the field, caught again here by Devontae, and he's going to get up to about the 21-yard line and another first down Raiders. I mean, that's huge, dude. Oh, dude. We're feeling it right now. I was okay about 10 minutes ago, 15 minutes ago. We had a really good lunch. That saved me early on. I'm now over the limit. Minshew down the field. Open, caught. Brock Bowers. Touchdown Raiders. I mean, the first throw Minshew had on that drive, it looked like he hadn't thrown a football maybe ever in his entire life. He looked like that movie character that, like, we're like the throw, you're like, that guy's never been in a movie before ever, never played football. The final 5 throws on that drive? Well, you know what I'm talking about? I know. He's that. That's a bad reversal. Extra points up, and it's good. 7-7. I mean, 6 plays, 72 yards. You can't ask much more from your defense. Punisher, I'm with you. That's a hell of an answer there by the Raiders. If the Raiders do that, I'm sitting up here on this show, and I'm going, they're winning today's game. Because the Raiders, if you answer on that type of drive, the way that game started, you're going to win that football game. If you start the game like that, and then you don't score on that drive, I'm sitting up here going, Raiders are going to lose today by 40 points. They're not ready. Here we go. They're ready. Antonio Pierce has got his team fired up. Good part about cold weather games now, I actually think that we have a chance to win. Like, if there was a narrative that was 100% true, which is also something like that I don't think people are talking nearly enough about Caleb Williams going to Chicago, was Derek was really bad in cold weather games. Like, I mean, imagine, like, for me, for baseball, every game I played in, or 90% of the games I played in, under 45 degrees. Like, baseball game. Yeah, I mean, it's we played in Northeast baseball. It's February. Like, it's freaking cold. There's snow some games. So, like, you think about some guys that are used to playing down south, West Coast, it doesn't get that cold. You're playing in a game like this, I mean, that's totally different, dude. Totally different. Jesse Rodriguez, you in? No. I think that's Leonardo DiCaprio, to be honest. Mahomes looks right, throws. Hollywood Brown. I mean, what a play here. Is that Jack Jones? Fire me up, Jack Jones. Gets off the tackle, and then he's able to make the tackle. Gets off the block, makes the tackle. It's on Nate Hobbs. What a freaking play there by Hobbs. Jesse Rodriguez, you in? Right now, you would be in. $20 Venmo, chance to win $280. Ball to 29. Mahomes, shotgun. Bunches to the left. Handoff Pacheco up the middle. Big running lane. Big running lane. First down, Kansas City. Pacheco, I feel like, really killed us that week 1 matchup, or week 8 matchup. Ball to 37 here. Oh, man, we got to get some pressure here on Mahomes. A Max Crosby sack, are you kidding me? Would move mountains. No boots today for Chuggs camp, right? Unless you want, if you guys want to see a water boot, that's what I can offer you. Because he needs liquid, he doesn't need alcohol. That's gross. A suit boot might be worse. That's disgusting. Oh, dude. Water boot from Jeremy Chuggs. You got a water boot in you? No? Okay. His sinuses are not well. Mahomes looks, throws, caught. 2nd down and 1. I thought the Condor had him. 2nd and 1. We got to get stopped. Jesus. I mean, I don't like this play here. 2nd and 1. It's completed to Gray. I mean, this Noah guy is killing us, man. Noah Gray is killing us. Oh, man. Throw right side. Where's everyone going? Oh. Okay. 2nd and 8. Mahomes drops back, looking, throws left side, caught. And he's going to go down. 3rd down and 6. Third down and 6, 50 seconds to go. in the first freaking quarter. Ball to 27. Oh, dude. Are they going to go for it? Are they going to go for it? You don't think?
Nah.
They're going to send out the...
Yep. Distract them.
Get those FK season.
There's a woman working.
Imagine he missed. I've never seen a kicker miss in this game, though. I can't even believe you just said that. Kicks up, and it's good. Oh, man. 10-7. I mean, it's not... I mean, you were able to stop him. Like, you all right? You were able to stop him. If we're trading field goals for touchdowns, it's all right. I mean, if you're the defense for the Raiders... You're probably feeling pretty good despite giving up 10 points. I mean, that first drive started at your 14. Then the second drive, you were able to hold Kansas City to a field goal. And I mean, it's still a long field goal in the snow. Laube here out of the end zone. Ball at the 26.
Is Laube the best return man in the game right now in Madden?
I'll tell you this, he's the best I've ever seen. He's got a walk-off touchdown. He's got 2 touchdowns this year, kick returns, and a punt return touchdown. I mean, that walk-off against the Broncos was one of the most electric games I've ever covered, and it was a Madden game. First down and 10, ball to 25. Power eye, Madison at fullback. I just hate that. Handoff, Zamir. I mean, they ran behind Alexander Madison, and you literally saw Madison jumped out of the way. To me, if I'm going to go I'm not even going to go fullback. The only time I'm going fullback if I'm the Raiders is if you're putting like Brock Bowers back there. Let him be the H-back, kind of like a Kyle Juszczyk. Get creative. Minshew, shotgun. Laube this time. Handoff, out of shotgun. And Laube's going to get 3 yards, 3rd down and 4. That's going to do it for the first quarter here. 10-7 is the score. 10-7 is the score. Yeah. Antonio Pierce. Again, it's not actually AP. It's the old Madden rosters.
AD.
Who?
It's all day.
Well, no, there is an AD, and now we have an AP. Shotgun, Minshew, 3rd down and 4. Looks, throws, middle. Caught. Let's go. First down, Raiders. Big one. Brock Bowers, man. Yeah, he's been solid. You can't really ask too much more from him. I mean, he's been solid. Brock Bowers, big catch there. 10-7 ball game. Ball to 44. Kind of a wonky start to this game. The Raiders have calmed down here a little bit. Power eye. You got Jacoby Devontae on the right. Fake handoff to Zamir. Gardner looks down the field. Throws. Picked. Jesus. Looking for Jacoby. He underthrew it. Forced it in there. Jinxed it. I literally feel like I jinxed it. I was like, game's going well. I mean, that's predetermining your throw. It's a horrible read there. The snow was in his eyes, Yoda? Probably. That's a bad one, man. That's pretty bad. All right, ball here at the 31. Mahomes out of shotgun. 2 to the left, 2 to the right. Mahomes drops back, short, throws, caught. Rashee Rice shouldn't even be in the game. First down, ball to 50. Rashee. I was actually talking to one of my buddies. He watched our Raiders and Browns sim. It was like, wow, Nick Chubb really recovered from that knee injury really quickly. I was like, get him in the game. It's Madden. Mahomes, shotgun. Wow, that's a delayed handoff to Isaiah Pacheco. Raiders read it okay, 2nd down and 5. I mean, luckily our audience isn't very biased, So I anticipate this question, should Rashee Rice get suspended, be very honest answers. What do you guys think? Yes or no? Let me know. 6 minutes, 30 seconds to go here in the first half. Raiders will get ball to start the second half. Oh, boy, I almost said Minshew. Mahomes looks, throws, completed. First down, Kansas City. I mean, you got to get a stop. Now, your defense, though, is like, I can't believe we just turned over the football. We had the momentum. Got to get a stop. Though, like, you just feel like this is like when Mahomes just kills you. You have a bad turnover like that. Got to get an answer here by this Raiders defense. Raiders got to get some pressure on Mahomes. This time they do a good job, but, oh, he dropped it. I thought he caught that. What a play there by Jack Jones to be able to knock that football out. I mean, Mahomes just threw that's a 95-mile-an-hour fastball on your back leg in the snow when somebody's coming after you. I mean, that was a freaking heater, man. Second down and 10. Ball at the 37. Raiders, I mean, that was the two people, but it was the nobody. Really big play there by Nate Hobbs. I'll tell you what, Hobbs has made 2 plays in today's game that I can still remember. Big games. Big plays. Ball at the 37. It's third down. Let's go. Get the threes in the chat. Get the threes in the chat. Ball at the 37. Mahomes shotgun. 2 to the left, 2 to the right. Mahomes going to drop back. He's looking. Still looking. And this is where he's going to, don't you dare. Don't you dare throw a flag. 4th down and 4, gain 6 yards. I mean, again, if you're the Raiders defense, you're looking at this as a win. Your offense turned the football over, put you in a bad spot, and yeah, you might give up points here, but you didn't break. Harrison Buckner coming out to kick the field goal. It's going to be another, this is like another 49-yard field goal here. Ball to 31. Kick is up. And I believe he made this one. 13-7's the score. Again, though, I mean, you're in a 13-7 ball game in Arrowhead in a game where that you haven't played well. Your special teams has let you down. A bad turnover has let you down. Your defense has played well. Your defense is going to play well. But if you're going to beat Kansas City, you got to be able to execute on all 3 facets of the game. Special teams, offense, and on defense. If you don't, you're not going to beat them. Though, we beat Kansas City last year, and our quarterback didn't complete a pass for 3 quarters. Let's go, man. Here we go. Laube, the greatest of all time, out of the end zone. Gets up to the 20. And he's going to go down at the 20. Well, he went down at the 15. Definitely went down. If you're a real one, you're watching this in July, shout out to you. And you know what? Even if you're not a real one, you can get yourself a chatsports.com/RO4L is the link. If you think Chiefs fans eat corn the long way, which we can all agree on, get your Chiefs fans eat corn the long way shirts at that link that you see down below. It's also going to be in the description of this video. Here we go. Got to get a score here. If you can go up 14-13 against Kansas City in a game where you're going to get ball and start the second half, you got to get points this drive. No matter what, you got to get something. 13-7, Minshew under center. Oh, they're going to go right back to the air, and guess who? Brock Bowers, or is that Michael? Mayer. First down. I mean, Minshew's been good today. Minus his two of his throws have been horrific. The other 7 have been pretty damn good. First down and 10. Ball at the 32. Minshew, fake handoff. Looks, throws right. It's going to be a pickup of about 7. Second down and 3. 13-7 is the score here, Raiders. We'll get ball to start the second half. Ball at the 39. I have some Vicks. Go get it. All right. No, I'm just kidding. We've done a lot of weird things. Me putting Vicks on your feet would be the weirdest. Yeah, Harrison Buckner's made 2 field goals. Yep. 13-7 is the score. Gardner, oh my God, I thought he got picked. He threw that in triple coverage. I mean, that's such a bad throw, but it's also such a great throw. You know what I mean? That one was close, man. Ball to 43. Raiders are marching, though. You got Power Eye here. Handoff, Zamir White. He's just unable to break the tackle. Missed block there. I couldn't quite see who it was. I'm going to guess Parham on the right side. 2nd down and 7. But again, we're letting this clock bleed too, though. You can't leave Kansas City with 3 timeouts and too much time. Minshew, shotgun. One to the right, one to the left. Laube on his left hip here. They're going to send Brock Bowers in motion. Bowers in motion now in the slot. Gardner's got a clean pocket. Looks to his left. Throws quickly. Caught. Oh, my God. That's Laube. Did they have Oh, no. Thayer Munford's hurt. Are they going to bring in the rookie? Do you bring in the rookie Delmar Glaze or do you bring in Andres Pete? If this is a real-life game situation, I'm not going to lie. There's a part of me that's like, I think I might rely on the veteran Andres Pete in this type of game. Or do you go to the rookie? I think I'm going to go with Andres Pete, man. I know he's supposed to be the left side. He's played a little bit of right side too, though. It would be a big, big ask for Glaze. They do. Man. Oh, dude, I think they did. So Thayer Munford goes down with an injury, and the Raiders end up putting in the rookie DJ Glaze here, now in at right tackle. That's going to be something to monitor. Ball here at the 30. 10 seconds away from hitting the 2-minute warning. Minshew under center. He's going to step up, use your legs, get something. And he slides down, picks up 5. That's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Really, really smart there by Minshew to stay in bounds, pick up a few yards, get you to the 2-minute warning. Because if you throw that ball out of bounds, then you're going to put your defense potentially in a bad situation with Kansas City having 3 timeouts. Ball to 25. Minshew steps back. Holy shit, he threw it right to him. I mean, that dropped interception by Kansas City. I mean, my goodness. Ball here at the 25. 2 to the left, 1 to the right. Minshew's going to drop back, looks. And he wasn't picked off last throw, but he's picked off this throw right to him, and this one's going to the house. I mean, those might have been the 2 most horrific throws I've ever seen. So you go from being in a spot that you're like, all right, it's 13-10, and we're getting ball back. I mean, this isn't even close. That ain't even close, really. That's brutal. That's brutal, man. I mean, there's a part of me where I'm like, do you put AOC in? Oh, I feel like I just got kicked in the dick. I mean, here's glass half full me, right, Matt and Mitch? You got 3 timeouts. You can go down the field here. You make this a 20-14 game. What do you mean, do you risk it? Yes. If I'm the Raiders here, there's no way I'm going into half, no way I'm going into half down this amount. Oh. I mean, if you're the Chiefs, you're calling timeout. If they kneel it, you call timeout. I mean, you got to score. You absolutely have to score. Kickoff, Laube from the 2. We need a Laube touchdown. Laube breaks a few. Oh, my goodness. I thought he was going to do it. He had a little shake and bake to him. Made a few guys miss. Gets up to the 32. I mean, that's a big return. It's a big, big return right there. Oh, dude. $21-20? Dude. How much was that, though? A bong? Minshew looks left, throws, completed, caught to Laube. I mean, 2nd and 6. That's okay. He's got to hurry it up here a little bit. We got 3 timeouts. 3 timeouts. See, the huddle's not the way I'd go. But then it's probably going to say no huddle if I know Madden the way that I think I do. No huddle. Minshew under center. Laube the running back. Where are all these question marks? It's just so loud? Oh, okay, interesting. 3rd and Chuggs, ball at the 42. You got to hurry it up here, run the football. McDaniels would have spiked it. 3rd and inches. Got to hand it off. Minshew, you got to get a first down, guys. You don't want to give them too much time. Looking, throw. And now they're going to call timeout. I mean, what in the Luke Getsy offense are we looking at here? It's 3rd and inches. You run the football. If you get the first down, you call a flipping timeout. You have 2 timeouts left. What you can't afford is, I mean, I guess you didn't have an incomplete pass, but now you're going to back up your kicker even further here, and Kansas City has an opportunity to go up even more. Ball at the 18. I mean, what a hell of a tackle. Is that Trevon Merrick playing special teams? Who the hell was that? I didn't see the number. Tackle made, ball to 26, but they got 2 flipping timeouts and 39 seconds on the clock. Ball to 26. Got to get a stop. What's up, can't walk? Enjoying my edibles and FKC. Let's go, Raider Nation. Watching from Roswell, New Mexico. Roswell, New Mexico. Throw to Hollywood Brown. Caught. First down. They're going to use timeout. So they got 1 timeout remaining. Shout out to the nation. Let me know where you guys are watching from. It's July 5th, but it's really Black Friday. Raiders Chiefs, this game has been, I mean, we're lucky we're not losing this game by 6 touchdowns. That's how it feels. I feel, what? Bro, I'm going to need some edibles to calm my wife's man. Bro, this bit. Mahomes slings it, and now they're probably in field goal range. This game has been dreadful. This game has been dreadful. I had somebody tell me the other day, they're like, Jesus, who was that? Joe Tooney. Looked like you got into a bar fight. I had somebody tell me, they're like, oh, you guys just pick games that you guys want. We've had a very good Madden season where it's like the Sims were running, they're running. This game is proof. This game sucks. You know what I mean? Like, losing to the Chiefs like this just ticks me off even more. 8 seconds to go. Harrison Buckner here from about 49. And they're extending this. We gotta have an answer here second half. You gotta hope that they fire Andy Reid at halftime and hire McDaniels. I mean, that's kind of where we're at right now. This is a 3-possession game in Arrowhead. You do get the ball to start. Imagine the AOC chants that would be coming in right now. They would be deafening. And I mean deafening. 23-7. Kick is away. Ball here at the 5. Laube back of the end zone. Or back of the end zone. At the 5, back of the end zone. It makes sense. You got 1 second. What are you going to do? Do you throw it? You're just going in. You're like, this is a disaster. Munford back in the game. QB Neal. Oh, my Lord. Jesse says you go for it. I mean, I don't know. I don't even know what to think right now with this offense. I mean, the Raiders have outplayed Kansas City, and they're losing 23-7. You've had 2 horrific turnovers, and that's the difference in this game. Your special teams unit in the very first play, you got all the way down to the 14. Your defense has played well. That's what I mean. Like, I actually think that the Raiders have outplayed Kansas City, and they're losing 23-7. Like, this makes me feel like McDaniels is coaching. Like, the amount of times that I would say, like, I actually feel like the Raiders are somehow losing a game that they're playing better in. This is frustrating, man. This is a frustrating football game. All right, Chuggs, do you think you could take over while I go take a quick pee? I'll be right back. Tuna Clock is on. Every $5 super chat, you're in for a chance to win a TV, and I'm going to do a sip for every 5 that comes in while I'm gone.
Yep. Reminder, we're giving away a smart TV on today's show. So $5 super chat, you get a chance to win a TV at the end of today's program, only on the live show. If you're watching this live. Kick is away from the woman hater, going to the Raiders. Dylan Laube at the 1. Takes it, only going to get to the 20-yard line. Only going to get to the 20-yard line. Can Gardner Minshew lead these boys on a drive? This is a must-score drive for the Las Vegas Raiders. They absolutely need it right now. They absolutely need it. Sienna, I'm right there with you. At the 20, Gardner Minshew, under center. Single back. It's going to be a handoff to Zamir. Makes one of the guys miss, but can't get away from Nick Bolton. Going to be a gain of 2 for Zamir White. A little chippiness afterwards. Patrick Mahomes clapping it up on the sidelines. Who's the better 15, Mahomes or Minshew? Going to decide that today. AP calling something from the sideline. Now going to get shotgun. 2 receivers to the left, 1 on the right. Laube in the backfield. It's going to be a play action. Minshew, he's looking. All the time in the world. Chucks it downfield to a wide open receiver. Jacoby Myers. Right there. 31-yard reception. Wide open by Minshew. An absolute dart. You needed it. You needed it to flip this field position to get something going. Great pass. Great wide open route there by Jacoby Myers. Type those ones. Type those ones. Let's go. 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 46. Minshew, shotgun, takes a snap. It's going to be a quick handoff. Laube up the middle. He has some space. Going to get 11 yards on that. Nick Bolton injured on the play. 1st down for the Raiders once again. They are driving this very first possession of the second half. Let's see. Can the Raiders make this a game? They need it. They absolutely need a score here. You can, and I would say even more than that, you need a touchdown on this drive. You can't go away with less than a touchdown. You need it. LCA with the tuna. With the tuna clock. Shotgun for Minshew. Takes a snap. Play action to Laube. He's looking. Quick pass on a comeback route on the right side. DeMyers once again for another 1st down. At the Chiefs 24. Now we're getting something going. Now a little momentum, a little traction. This offense, the gears are a little oiled up now in the second half. Looks like they're making some moves. I formation. Zamir White in the backfield. It's going to be play action. Minshew's looking. Going to be a pass on the left side to Alexander Madison. Also, good news, Thayer Munford back in the game. He was injured in the second quarter. Back in the game is Thayer Munford. We are in the Chat Sports Red Zone. That means you have a chance to get a Chiefs Fans Eat Corn the Long Way t-shirt. Go to chatsports.com/RO4L for that and many more Raiders shirts as Zamir just pounding it up the middle, going to go all the way to the 7 yard line.
Shit, we're at the 7-yard. I feel like I'm bad luck. Do I just leave?
Maybe. Can't walk, you're
If
in.
this was a real football game, there would be a part of me that'd be like, do I not return? Like, if this is a pick right here, real football game, I'm leaving.
Quick pass to Devontae. Oh.
It doesn't get there. Just took too long to develop. All right, how many do I owe? I see 1, Dose, Trace, 4. All right, that's it. Only 4. No more.
Santiago, you're also in. Reminder, $5 to get a chance to win a smart TV. Giving it away at the end of today's show because this is our Black Friday game. You got to get a TV. You got to get a TV on Black Friday.
You got
Single back.
Bait, handoff, Gardner. This is yikes. This has been a disaster since I've returned.
I said it while you were gone. You have to get 7.
Yeah, oh, absolutely. If you settle for a field goal here, you're a coward. All right. Big Pern. That's a scary name to say. I'm not going to lie. Big Pern. That guy's either a bouncer, touchdown. Brock Bowers, let's go. Dude, Bowers is killing it today. Absolutely killing it. Touchdown Raiders, you needed that. All right, my question to you is this. Do you go for 2? Because my answer, okay. I'm glad. We're on the same page here. You're going for 2. You make this one possession ball game. Thank God. All right, AP smart. McDaniels, he ain't doing that. 2 to the left, Minshew, shotgun. Got to make this an 8-point game. Oh, it worked. That play scared me. I'm not going to lie. I don't know if I love the shotgun run from Zamir, but hey, it worked. I'm not going to complain about it. 23-15. We got ourselves a ball game. In a game that, the fact that you're even in this game, that's got to give you confidence, right? That type of answer in a game that has gone the way that has gone, that's got to feel good. Now your defense, who's played well, I know it says 23. You've played well. I need a lot of LVs in the chat, man. Let's go. Need a lot of LVs in the chat. Your defense has played well today. I mean, they have held Kansas City every time. They've held them every time, minus the very first drive. That started at the 14-yard line. Christ. 23-15. Let's get a flip and stop. Let's go. And he's going to knee it down. Ball here at the 25. Come on, Raiders. I got Joshua Wolf rocking with me. Raider for life rocking with me. Can't get right. Don't laugh at me. Frazier, what's up, man? What's up, Zalesbo? I see Robert Volth down below. I like it. I like it a lot. Now, if you guys haven't subscribed yet, make sure you do. If you're having a fun time today, hey, this is literally only Madden. Dude, Black Friday for the Raiders game is going to be unbelievable. And we're going to have hundreds of thousands of people here tuned in, so please make sure that you tune in to the largest Raiders-Chiefs watch party during the regular season. First down, Isaiah flipping Pacheco. Christ, dude. But like right now, we're live right now on the Raiders Report, having a good time. When we go live for the actual Raiders-Chiefs game, I'm guaranteeing you we hit over 10,000 people watching at one time. Guarantee it. You want to be a part of the biggest watch party Raiders-Chiefs game? Subscribe right now. 23-15, Mahomes looks, throws. Dude, that was that's a dangerous Mahomes throw right there. Dangerous Mahomes throw right there. Oh, if Jack Jones picks off Patrick Mahomes this year, especially for a pick 6, I mean, that Raiders defense gave Kansas City a lot of problems. See, this is interesting. Now, the Raiders, they're switching up their defense as well. I don't like that mismatch with Rashee Rice down there below. Mahomes looks, throws quickly to Pacheco, and just what on earth was that? What in the Marcus Peters school of tackling did I just witness right there? I mean, that wasn't even close, dude. 3rd down and 2. Got to get a stop. If you're Kansas City, do you go for it here? Or do you try to pin him? Mahomes, shotgun, drops back, looks, throws. Just too easy. It's just that's where they're going to lean on Travis Kelce. He's got 3 for 43, and that's how they kill you, man. The Raiders defended that well. Kelsey's just one of the best in the biz, kind of like when Jason Witten was really at his peak, just really good at boxing guys out. You box the guy out, your defender can't do much about it. Mahomes puts it right where it needs to go. Kelsey, long arms, brings it in. Fake handoff. Mahomes going back to Kelsey here and pushed out of bounds by Robert Spillane. We cannot let those two get some momentum. Are you all right? Dude, it sounds like it. You should put a kink in that hose. Mahomes, shotgun. Might be switching things up here again. Drops back, quick throw. Oh, he put that in a very dangerous spot. Completed the Hollywood Brown. I mean, that's a really gutsy throw. And I don't know if he slipped. Get your foot in the dirt. I mean, now you just got to hold him to a field goal. You can't allow him to score a touchdown. Can't allow him to score a touchdown, and the snow continues to fall here at Arrowhead. Mahomes, it's a good play. That's a hell of a play there by Robert Spillane. 2nd down and 10. Both teams have all 3 of their timeouts. Raiders defense has bent, but it has not broken in today's game. Just the offense for Las Vegas has just killed the Raiders today. 2nd and 10. I don't like that soft coverage. Get up on him. Mahomes quickly throws. I mean, you're now at 3rd down and 5. See, you gave up the easy completion. I don't love it. Get those 3s. Come on, man. In the red zone, defense has got to get a stop. Marcus Epps, 2nd tackle of the game. 3rd down and 5. Mahomes under center, switching things up now. They got, I want to say 2 or 3 on the right. Kelsey, that's the guy I got my eye on. Mahomes under center, drops back. Did he drop it or he just missed it? I think he dropped it, threw it, and just dropped it. 4th down and 5. What do? If I'm Kansas City, I put my offense back out onto the field, and you try to get him to jump. Why not? It's slippery. Though Buckner's been pretty solid. This is to make this 26-15. Buckner hits it.
The Footsmaid's tale has been automatic today.
Yikes. I've never heard that one. Though, watch that show. That's a wild show.
That's what Harrison Butker wants.
I don't think he does. Yeah, he probably. I don't know. Yeah, I'm not gonna say anything. Oh boy, probably does though. 26-15. We got to go down the field here again. You got to get it back to 1 possession. If you can get this to a 1-possession game, enter in the 4th quarter. You got to feel good. If you can get this to the 4th quarter, 1 possession, the way this game has gone. Last drive, 6 of 6, 57 yards. Never a doubt. That's the problem with Gardner in this game. Maybe it's the problem in real life too. He's so good sometimes, and then you're like, what on earth am I watching? I mean, he's got a little Derek Carr in him. Pause. 26-15. 1st down and 10. Ball here at the 24. Minshew drops back, throws it. I mean, Devontae. I agree. And just, again, you hold Devontae to a higher standard, so you want him to make that catch. That's also not an easy catch to make. Behind him, in the cold, it's snowing, and you get popped. I mean, that's a tough ask. Minshew, under center. Bowers, I mean, the Raiders look confused on that play, but what a block! I mean, if you could rewind, Bowers tells Mayer to move. And as soon as Bowers tells Mayer to move, I don't even know if he was set. Raiders call hike. Mayer lays an unbelievable block. What a 1st down run there by Zamir White. I mean, what a flippin' play there. Ball at the 41. Minshew, quick throw. Jacoby's got to make a miss. Got to make a miss. If you make him miss, you're picking up extra yards, no doubt. you're getting at least 12, 15. Ball at the 43. Second down and 8. It's kind of like that formation they had the last time Zamir broke a big one. Just the opposite side. Minshew drops back, looks, throws left. Holy shit. I thought he got picked again, but Brock Bowers brings it in. That's just Bowers, and that's one thing he's going to be able to do for you, right? Where, think about those underneath routes that Renfro used to catch that would help us pick up those first downs. Bowers can do that, but then he can also do what Kelsey does. He does the box out, which is kind of what you saw there. Minshew, shotgun. 2 to the right, 1 to the left. Looks like Devontae is by himself down there. Handoff Zamir at a shotgun. It's not going too far. It's probably going to do it for the third quarter. Raiders down 11 points in Arrowhead on Black Friday. Gotta get one here. I mean, look at the stats in this game. This is a game that the Raiders have played better than. I mean, they've been the better team. It's just a pick 6 by Gardner and a horrific interception by Minshew in the red zone. Minshew by himself, I don't know if I like that. Second down and 10, throws down the field. I mean, what are we doing? That's a 35-yard throw, and clearly a game that's been snowing all day. I mean, that's a second down and 10. You got to at least get 5 there, man. You're on their side of the field. Now, if you're the Raiders, you got to get 5. Got to get 5 yards here. Minshew, shotgun. Looks like Jacoby's by himself down there on the right. Devontae, top left. He's got Devontae. Oh, I mean, what in the God's name was that? I actually think he had him. He just missed him. I almost feel like he threw that accidentally to Jacoby. They're going to punt it? No way, dude. No, there's no chance AP's punting that football. There's no chance he's punting that football. There's no way. There's no way, dude. There's no way. I'm telling you this right now. Everybody, if that actually happened, despite the Raiders being 7-4 right now, there would be people be like, AP's not ready. I mean, there's no way you're punting that football. Yeah, I mean, it's under 8 minutes, obviously. I mean, again, we're playing 8-minute quarters here, but that one doesn't make any sense, man. 26-15. That makes me hate the play calls they did before that even more. Mahomes drops back. We need some magic here. Throw to Pacheco. They go for the strip. Doesn't get it. Third down and 5. I mean, they went for the strip, just unable to get it. 7 minutes to go here. You got to get something. I mean, this is huge. You got to get a stop. If not, I don't know how you're going to do it. You're going to have to get a turnover. Mahomes going to drop back here quick. Picked! Holy shit, picked off! Going! Touchdown, Nate Hobbs! Oh my goodness, pick 6, Nate Hobbs! Dude, are you kidding me right now? I mean, what a play. Hobbs steps up in front of Hollywood Brown, and Hobbs has made some hell of a play. He's made a few great plays in this game already. Earlier in the game, broke off from a wimpy blocker, made an open field tackle. Then also almost had a pick. This time he gets it, takes it to the house. Raiders got to go for 2 here. You got to go for 2 again. You go same formation with Zamir out there? Not quite, but Zamir's back out there on the field. Minshew under center. Call hike right now. Nobody's out there on Devontae. Low throw, it's good. I mean, the Kansas City Chiefs, they tried to switch up the play. Raiders called hike in the middle of it. Low throw, slam. Get it to your best guy. Let him make a play. And they did it, 26-23. Oh, my Lord. This is just when I was about to say, F it, let's not even do the rest of the game. I mean, this is an unbelievable football game. I mean, what else? You need something. A little momentum. Pick six in Arrowhead again. If the Raiders have a pick six on Mahomes again in Arrowhead, we're blowing the roof off this joint. We got a 3-point game. 3-point game. I mean, this should either be the Raiders blowing out Kansas City, us losing by 21, or exactly where it is. This is July, baby. Ball at the 32. This defense, what more can you ask for them? This defense played phenomenal, and they've given up 26 points. If this is another pick six, if there's another pick six, I was going to say we could do a luge off this boot, but I don't think that we can. Oh! See! Raider! Bang! Whoever spams OC the most, here in the next 60 seconds, you're going to get a free entry to win a TV here on the show. We're giving away, every person that bangs from here on out, we're giving away a free entry. I need a few more dad. I got another dad right there. Mahomes, quick throw. What a tackle. What a play there by Jacorian. 3rd down and 6. I'm not lying to y'all. I'm doing half. We're doing half bunks. We're hurting here a little bit. I'm not going to lie. El Loco Uno. You get the free one. Shout out to OC Raider, man. Mahomes, 3rd down and 6. Oh, he caught it. He dropped a wide open one earlier. Watson's hurt us today, man. I mean, that's sometimes you just got to tip your cap. I mean, he got hit. Man. OC moving up the July bang counter. He's tied with Zahn, and behind Ira, Noah Santana, and Lord Cameron Abbott. Throw, screen to Pacheco. That's a hell of a block there. 1st down and 10. That hurt. That block, how cold it is, that sucked. And, dude, if you can hold it. $5 super chat for a chance to win a TV today against the Black Friday game for Raiders Chiefs. Mahomes switching it up. Every hundo's a bang. And again, if you bang 5 times, it's a gong, but it's also 15 bangs for the July counter today. Out of bounds, 2nd down and 6. If anybody wants a chance to get in for our 50-50 raffle, which I have just totally forgot about, it's on me. It is right now $20 Venmo. You would win $280. If you want to send me $25 to get in for a chance to win TV and for the Venmo, $25. At Mitchell Renz 365. Throws caught. Oh, dude, I don't know. Actually, that's a good spot for the Raiders. I thought that would have been a 1st down. 3rd down and inches. Ball at the 33. This is a tough spot for the Raiders. Because if you're the Chiefs, I'm gonna throw this one down the field here a little bit. Either you go to Kelsey for that 2, 3, 4 yarder, or you hit something deep. Run Pacheco. I mean, that's just tough. 1st down and 10. That's tough to defend against. They're the toughest team in the NFL to defend against that. I mean, you got Mahomes who can beat you with his legs. He can beat you with his arm. You got Andy Reid, who's the most creative. He's the best head coach in football right now. Hate to admit it. That's the truth. 1st down and 10. Ball at the 30. Mahomes is under center. Pacheco's the running back, and it's going to be a fake handoff to Pacheco. They're going to throw it out. Caught by Gray. Or is that Watson? That's Gray. Gain of 6, 2nd down and 4. I mean, again, if you're the Raiders, you're okay. I mean, you're okay giving up a field goal. Obviously, at this point, that's what you're hoping to give up. But you're okay giving up a field goal. You have the chance to win the ball game. Mahomes under center, 3 to the left. Looks like Kelsey's by himself to the right. It's going to be a pitch left side of Pacheco. Really nice read there. Is that Spillane? What a read there by Robert Spillane. 6th tackle of the game. 3rd and 4. This is huge, dude. 2.5 minutes to go. If I'm the Chiefs, to be honest with you, I'm probably going to go for it no matter what. Because I'm okay going into overtime on my home field where I don't really want to leave this game 29-23. Doesn't even matter. 1st down and 10. Takes us to the 2-minute warning. Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, man. Can't walk, you in. I also see Javier. Ooh, Villafan. That's a sick last name. And then Anthony Green. You in. $20 Venmo to win. $200. Oh, that's a lie. $310. That's on me. 2nd down and 8 here for the Raiders. Yeah, the Raiders just used their first timeout. So, I mean, I was going to say, you have to use them now. They can't get another 1st down. Or can they? No, they can. Mahomes, shotgun. Yeah, you're using them now. Handoff, Pacheco. I think he actually had a running lane. Didn't go. 3rd down and 6. Raiders have 1 timeout remaining. I think if you're Kansas City here, if I have Patrick Mahomes, I throw the football. Like, to be honest, I actually don't think Kansas City's... They've ran it the first 2 times, which is probably what I would do. Here, I'm going to throw the football. Like, you put the ball in your best player's hands, and you tell Mahomes, hey, the way Harrison's kicked, if it's not open, just go down. Mahomes scrambles, and it's sacked there by Malcolm Kuntz. Raiders got to use that final timeout. Like, if you're Malcolm, you tell him there to try to swat it out. Because he just goes for the sack here. Like, he's got to try to swat that out. But Raiders do get a stop. Right now, you're going to have a minute 44 to go. Minute 44 to go-ish. Maybe like minute 47. Touchdown wins this game, right? Like, you got to feel good. You got to feel good. You got to stop when it mattered. I need to see some TDs here, man. Dude, if the Raiders win this football game, this might be the next best game we've ever. Dude, we've had some legendary endings this season. 23-29, touchdown wins it. Touchdown wins it. Holy shit. Raider Rudy 48 says, let's frickin' go. Raider Rudy, I'm with you. It's July 5th, and I feel like it's actually Black Friday. Oh, dude, Laube. Though, I feel like if you score now, you give them too much time. Laube to the 20. Oh man. Laube. That was a hard hit right there. No, I can't say that joke. Maybe I can. I don't know. 1st down and 10. I'm not going to do it today. 29-23. Come on, Minshew. Is this going to happen? Is this really going to happen? Minshew looks, throws. Oh my God, what a catch. What a catch by Michael Mayer. Get those ones in the chat, and you're okay. I mean, I will say this, a lot of celebrating here, fellas. Let's move it. Minshew can't hear. In the huddle, but no huddle. Shotgun, 3 to the left. I didn't even see him. Jacoby by himself to the right. Minshew's going to drop back. He's going to look, throws it again. I mean, keep feeding your tight ends. Let's go. We got to hustle here a little bit. Mayer with a catch. If they're going to give you that soft right in the middle, Mayer today's been dominant. 7 for 70. Bowers today's got 2 receiving touchdowns. Soft in the middle. It's good stuff. Ball to 49. Minshew, shotgun again. Keep leaning on your tight ends. They've been great today. Minshew drops back. He's looking. Throws. Wide open. Caught. Oh, my Lord. What a freaking catch by Michael Mayer. Who is this man? This is unbelievable. I mean, He's lost 10 pounds this offseason, definitely looking a little bit faster. Picks up a huge first down, ball to 29. Come on, Raiders. Holy. Dude, I'm telling you what, if this is a real game, we're silver and blacking out. I'm pretty close already, but this is going to be something. Minshew, shotgun, looking, throw, short. Oh, he missed him. What are you doing? You were terrible on that play. He missed him. What Minshew can't do, though, is he has plenty of time, and it's only second down. You can't force a bad throw. He's been so good in this game, and yet he's got a pick six. He's got a really bad turnover. His bad throws have been really bad. You just can't afford to have that. Under center here, Minshew. He's right open. Devontae in the middle of the field. Oh, my God. And he's going to take a sack. Raiders got to hurry up. It's 3rd and 15. You can't even call timeout. Can't spike the ball. Let's go. Minshew, what are we doing? 28, 27, 26. The last thing that you couldn't do was take a freaking sack right there. Ball to 34. Minshew calls hike. Fake handoff. Nobody thought you were going to run it anyway. Minshew steps up. Throws. You can't spike the ball there. You have to make a decision. Now it's 4th down and 15. The unfortunate problem of this is if you complete this and this is in play, I don't know if you have enough time to spike it. This might have to be either you get a first down, get out of bounds, or you're going to the end zone here. I think he tried to stretch the ball forward at the end. Just short. If you go back and rewind that, you can see at the very end, he tried to stretch the ball forward. He tried to go Space Jam Michael Jordan arm for the first down. Well, that's a tough one. I'm not going to lie. That sucks. That hurts. Raiders lose a heartbreaker, 29-23 in Arrowhead. And even though this is Madden, we can always still say FKC. Rustin Long, I'm with you. That hurt, man. And I want you all to know I have no control over these Madden sims. Now I know why Chuggs showed up today despite being sick. He just wanted to see this right here. If you want nonstop Raiders videos and Madden sims all year long, hit that subscribe button. If that one hurts, you know what? You're a real one to me. Subscribe for free videos all year long here at the Raiders Report. I feel like I got kicked in the dick.
Thoughts?
That hurt. This game hurts. You had your opportunity. You had this game, and a game that you're like, we should have won that game by 2 touchdowns. In a game where you're like, this shouldn't even be close for us. That's a tough one, man. A game that you feel like you really outplayed them.
But you could win a TV.
You can win a TV.
$5 super chat still is open if you want to try to win a TV.
Anthony Green in for the TV. Javier Villafan in for the TV. Savannah in the duck race twice, which now means that $20 Venmo, you would go home with $330. $330.
Yoda said, can't believe I'm mad at some pixels right now.
Charles, you are in.
Guns and Crew said the person that gets the TV will break it if this happens in real life.
I'll tell you what, that'd be a funny video. Fan wins TV on Madden stream, then breaks it after loss on Madden stream. That's a short. All right, final call to get in for the TV raffle.
We'll do the TV first.
TV raffle goes first. TV raffle is first. So every person that sent in a $5 super chat, or again, if you Venmoed me, $25 to get in for the duck race and for the TV, you're in. So our people that are going to send out the TVs, our shipping department, they're not in today because it's a holiday weekend. They'll be back in Wednesday. And the TV that you're going to win, I don't know exactly what TV it is yet. It will be a smart TV, so you're going to be able to watch the Raiders Report on it, and it's going to be at least 42 inches. At least. If we can go more, we'll try to go more. But There are certain TVs that I know I can get, since we can't put the order until Wednesday, I don't want to say you're going to get a TV and then it's a different TV or it's sold out by Wednesday. So I think we're good, Chuggs. You got all the names.
All right. I do.
OC, your bangs count as one entry.
Yeah.
So we want to keep everything even.
Yeah,
like
for this, because it's a giveaway, we try to limit everybody to one ticket so it's fair for everyone.
Yep. So it's hope that makes sense. I think the giveaway is like Jeremy said, they're more of the everybody gets a shot. You got to play to win. I'm a big believer in that. You got to play to win, but everyone gets a fair shot.
But yeah, we want people who only spend like $5 to have a chance to win as well. We don't want somebody who, just.
Well, yeah, if you can buy 40 tickets compared to buying one ticket, it's not as even chances. All right. Here we go.
Here we go. You're going.
Hopefully I win. I don't want my wife's boyfriend to get mad. Holy shit, dude. There's some times you could be in a dark spot, like losing a Madden Sim 29-23. You see that? Put a smile on your face. It's going to put a smile on your face.
But on the bright side, Raiders still, what are we, 7-6? Raiders 7-6 on the year?
Raiders are now 7-5. I mean, you're 7-5.
Yeah.
You're 7-5. Your final 4 games are what? Tampa Bay, Atlanta, Jacksonville, New Orleans. Mad at myself. It took me that long to remember that one. And then the Chargers.
Yeah.
I mean, you're 7-5. You got to win 3 games to give yourself a chance. I think we're winning 3 out of those 5 games.
Maybe.
Sure, maybe. All right, winner of this, going home.
It's a TV theme.
TV. What is it? Oh, it's like channels?
The robots.
That's TV theme?
Yeah.
I guess TV's a robot. Fair enough. Winner gets a TV. 2 things. If you win, okay, if you send in a super chat and you won, 2 ways you're going to be able to claim your prize. You give Jeremy a follow on Twitter, @Jeremy Chuggs, and you DM him immediately. Or you send me a Venmo, @Mitchell Renz 365 for $1. That way I can get your shipping address. That way we can communicate that way, and I can send you the $1 back. Okay? Whoever wins TV, you're going to have 24 hours to claim your prize. Sound good? 3, 2, 1, run it. Run it, run it, run it. Rich Wolf.
Scott.
Evil Mitch. Scott Matz that's a creepy looking robot.
Look how fast Tuna's moving for how slow he actually is.
I mean, the hump by Cameron Abbott is a little aggressive. Raider for life. I mean, he's actually in phenomenal shape. This is a casual walk. Can't walk looks like he can't walk. I see Scott Matz again. A little too aggressive there. Tuna, his arms are pumping, man. Look at Taino. Taino looks just coked out right now. Taino looks like he took a 700 milligram edible. Husker Raider just running a great race right now. But this is usually when the decision's made. This is usually, Shav. King Shav. Is it going to be King Shav? The countdown master. King Shav. All right, King Shav, you got 24 hours, my man, to claim your prize. Please, 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 please do it. King Shav TV winner. Documented. King Shav, dude, congrats. That's sick, man. That's 6. Bummer, I needed the new TV. Congrats to Shav from Sienna. Sorry, Sienna. Sorry. Oh, dude. Live Oak. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. All right, here's your final chance. Final chance to get in. Final chance to get in. $20 Venmo @Mitchell Renz 365.
You know who got in last place?
Who got in last place?
OC Raider.
OC? I mean, honestly, I was kind of hoping Live Oakland did, so that way he could send his wife's husband something. Butthole pick. Okay, y'all. I don't have any more names here. I'm going to send everything to Jeremy that I have. So as it stands right now, $20 Venmo, you would win $340. You would win $340. This is going to be a good race. Jesus. Are you all right?
Excuse me.
That's a big sneeze, dude. Yeah, I'll tell you what. The amount of sneezes that have been going off in this offense today between you and me, I literally told people, like, you got to stop saying God bless you.
Dude, I felt that one in my clavicle.
Imagine if you broke your clavicle from sneezing. You think that's possible?
Probably.
That's a violent sneeze. I got another entry here for you. He goes by the name of Raf Murillo.
Alrighty.
Raf Murillo. He needs to get in there. Raf Murillo, you in. All right, so the names that I got here. Jason Gutierrez, LCA, Charles G, Noah Santana, Abjin, Frank Sir, LCA again, Norman Hernandez, Robert Ortiz, Trent Hamada, Mo Chavez, Husker Raider, Ira Jackson, Noah Santana, Patrick B, Yoda Jenkins, Jesse Rodriguez, Can't Walk, Javier Villafan, Anthony Green, Savannah, Charles G, Rafael Murillo. If you didn't hear your name, yell at me. If you didn't hear your name and you're like, Mitch, I'm in the duck race, yell at me. Frank Sir, that's you. You didn't put me in the race. I got you. You're Frank Sir. Franker. That's you.
Aaron.
A lot of the times, I know a lot of y'all like don't think that I put y'all in. Sometimes I just abbreviate names just so I can get everything to fit. OC Raider, once in. OC Raider, once in. All right, now winner gets 360. But you know what? I'll give winner 365. It just makes sense. All right, you ready?
I'm ready.
Unless we get another one, then it's just 370, because then it just doesn't even make sense. Here we go. Winner's going to get 365. 3, 2, 1. Let's run it. Here we go. Winner's going home with $365. Frank, it's all good, bro. Rafael Murillo here with a little bit of a lead. Mo Chavez. We got the horses out. Noah Santana, today's MVP. I got to wear the Santana Swab jersey next time we come out.
I love the duality of Sienna is one of the sweetest girls we've ever met, but also she's trying to be so helpful in the chat, and somebody's like, what does last place get? And she said, a peach emoji whole pick.
That's the sweetest thing I've ever heard. Patrick B. He's got an easy, commanding lead right now. Is he going to be able to hang on to it, though? Patrick B. starting to fall back here a little bit. I will start sending more peach picks, I promise. I'll tell you what, Patrick B. might win this one. Or it's going to be Charles G. Patrick B. Charles G. It rhymes. Charles.
That race came and went.
Bro, that was a quick one. Well, it's because you're talking about peach holes.
Yeah.
Peach holes and pits.
Those are my eye holes.
Eye holes Johnson.
I'm Anson My Eyes Johnson. The prices are so low, I can't even see them. For real, because I have ants in my eyes.
Well, Charles G., if you could please confirm with me that you just received $360. That, my friend, would be much, much appreciated.
Well, sorry we didn't get the result we wanted today, guys. I tried.
Congrats to Charles G.
I tried.
Yeah, Charles has won a few races.
Oh, I was talking about the Madden Sim.
Sorry, my bad. Say Charles has won a few times.
I tried to get it for you guys, but the Madden gods just did not want it to happen. I had multiple games that it went well, like it was a close game. Every sim I've run, the Chiefs win. I think it's just Madden loves the Chiefs.
I mean, they're probably the best team in Madden. They won the Super Bowl. They have Patrick Mahomes. We know what the media thinks of Kansas City.
Yeah.
It is what it is. I mean,
if I was playing, the Raiders would have won. But whenever we're doing our sims, it's up to the computer simulation, and it's probably like, did you ever watch that TV show where it was like The Greatest Warriors or whatever, and they were like, we ran 1,000 sims between these two.
Deadliest Warriors
Yes.
is one of my favorite shows of all
I
time.
think it's like that, where it's like if Madden ran 1,000 sims, Raiders Chiefs, I think Raiders
Chiefs
win 100.
Yeah. Dude, I used to love those where it was like Spartans against like
Attila the Hun.
Yeah, like dude, if you've never seen Deadliest Warrior, that show is awesome. There was one night, I'm not gonna lie.
Some were like
a little questionable.
There was one where it was like, this like, Irish, basically FBI agent, and they were like, "What's your close range weapon?" And they're like, "This knife." And he just goes up to a dummy and he's just.
It got lame when they got more common. Like, I don't care who can win between things that actually might be able to happen now. I wanted to see the battles that happened thousands of years ago. Like, that's when it was cool.
I want to see a ninja versus a pirate.
Sure, let's go with it. Though,
You just had the best Jason statement.
though,
By accident.
What?
When you just did, it's not. Find you, and I'm going to kill you.
that's not a knife. This is a knife. Though, there was one night, it was actually after one of our benders here on the show. I went on YouTube and I tried to find Deadliest Warrior, and instead there's like, you can find, it's like 1,000 T-Rexes versus 100,000 Raptors.
Yes.
And it's just like these stupid sims. I'm not proud of how many I watched. There were so many. Like, anything, it would be like 1,000 Justin Biebers against one T-Rex. Like, it's there probably.
I saw one
It's probably
I
there.
saw one where it was 100
Alien versus Predators.
I saw one where it was like 100 Shreks versus like 1,000 Pikachus or something like that.
Dude, if you don't believe me, anything that you can think of going up against it, it's probably out there. And that's why you should subscribe to the Raiders Report.
I saw one where it was 1,000 Toads versus 100 Bowsers.
I mean, let's be honest. Bowser's probably winning that.
Oh, it ended up winning, but Toads took out probably like 70 Bowsers because there's just the sheer force of like hundreds of Toads being on top of some of these Bowsers. They just like suffocated them.
Yeah. All right. Would you rather fight 24-year-olds or 420-year-olds?
I mean, what kind of question is that? Obviously, the 24-year-olds.
Okay.
Because 420-year-olds.
Yeah, you're probably in trouble.
Yeah.
That's a tough one. All right. How about this?
How about this? Would you rather go up against 100 spider-sized horses or one horse-sized spider?
Say that again?
All right, how about I'll do it this way.
I hate spiders.
300
That's a lot.
300 spider-sized horses. So horses that are this big.
Yep.
300 of them.
That's what I'm picking.
Or one horse-sized spider.
If you saw a horse-sized spider, one, imagine the dick on that thing. Two, I think being eaten alive by a spider is the last thing I'd want. Or a snake. I mean, that's just, how big are these spiders too? You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, like tarantulas.
what is a horse going to do? My shin's really black and blue, probably broken. I'm not killing a spider. You ever see 8 Crazy Legs? You ever see that movie? That's insane. Dude, no way. All right, I got to go.
All right, I'll see you guys on Monday.
Monday.